Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me put the filters up. Let me put this gain up. Let me put this gain up. Let me put this gain up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go 18. Let's go 18. Let's go. No, let's go 19. Fuck it. Let's go 19. Can you hear me, people? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me okay there. I can't be super loud. Hopefully you can hear me okay there. Hopefully. Hopefully you can hear me okay there. Okay. What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? Talk to me. Talk to me. How are you guys doing? What you guys saying? What you guys saying? What you guys saying? What you guys saying? Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Told you I'll be back. I didn't change actually, so I wanted to stay up because usually I've realized when I come back from my run, when I come back from my late night run and I shower and I try and stream, I usually fall asleep. So I haven't showered. I'm sat here in my running gear. I have not showered. I've come straight from the street, straight from running without showering. So make sure you witness me, okay? Witness me. I've come straight from the street, not showered or anything. I'm still sweating my sweaty fucking hoodie. Witness me, okay? Witness me. What you guys saying? But yeah, I'll do that later. I'll shower. I think I'll shower at the end of the stream when I finished. I'll get that done because I don't want to sleep again. Actually, you know what? I actually want to see when I slept. Can I see that? Talking about sleeping. I actually want to see when that moment happened. Can I see that? Let's see. Now, I actually want to check. When did that moment happen? When did that moment actually happen? Bear me 1 second, yeah? I want to quickly see this. Let me see if I can find it. What was it? Yesterday, right? It was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? What day was that? What day did I fall asleep? Was it yesterday or the day before? No, oh, it was that one. Yeah, it was the 137 one. It was definitely this one where I was wearing the nude top. Somewhere around here. There you go. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it straight away. 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 Look, I think I got it straight away. I got it straight away. Look at that. There we go. Straight away. Look at that face.
Weirdo behavior, his own narcissism, his self-destructive behavior. He will then turn around and go, Hasan does this too. And it's never something that I've done. Right? They always go, Hasan has done this as well. I'll have you know. And it's never something that I've actually done. Right?
Okay.
They just try to do the...
I'm trying to pretend like I'm awake. Here, but I'm definitely asleep.
No you defense.
I'm definitely asleep here. I'm trying to pretend like I'm awake.
And remember back in the day when it was when the common...
I don't think you guys can tell though. No one's saying anything in the stream chat. I don't think you guys can tell. Oh no, you can tell. Damn, you can tell. Fuck. Oh, I thought you guys couldn't tell. He's built like a vending machine. You talking about me? Yeah, you're talking about me. Oh, damn. Coiler saying I built like a vending machine. Hold on. You fade AZ. Go to sleep, brother. Goon the top. What's that? Look at you mumbling. AZ, go to sleep. You faded. AZ, did you see Stavros on Hasan livestream? AZ turning into unique. Post hate crime beating. Stream after gym tapped. Look at that jawline slurring. Dang, bruh. Wrap it up, B. The gas tank is empty. Pick up Jack Donaghy Jr. Wrap it up, B. The gas tank is empty. It's crazy. Yo, big up Black American, big up sis, a lot. You know, I got love for you. Big up sis, you know I got love for you. The ultimate. Big up my Black American queen. Oh my god. And hopefully you're not mocking me here. Hopefully you're not mocking me, Black American. Hopefully you got my side. Oh my god, wrap it up. The gas tank is empty. It's crazy. He's built like a vending machine. Koila, thank you, brother. Young old vibes. I'm new here. Game breed footballer. Laughing emoji. Boba Fett. Loyal to a default. Crying face emoji. Koila. All caps. Go to bed. Humdrum. I'm behind, but he said 10,000 feet. My favorite part of the stream so far was a minute ago. AZ the Great. Big up AZ. You've been followed recently. 2 streams in a day. Yo. Oh my god, Black American, hello, you doing 2 days? Okay, look at Black American give me compliments and heart emojis. Black American's the only person in the chat that's got my back. Everyone else is an enemy. Everyone else in the chat is my op.
Meta on Twitch was, oh, he can't keep getting away with it. And people that are like peeking over my shoulder at my phone and being like, oh my god.
Yeah, don't worry, Don Dota. Don't worry, Don Dota. There'll be no Hasan videos, I promise. Don't worry, Don Dota. No Hasan videos, I promise you. No Hasan videos, I promise you.
What is that? Most of it is a fucking meme, but they make it seem as though this is like me sharing.
Yo, Hasan Piker fucking kicked my ass, isn't it? Hasan Piker kicked my ass.
You know, nudes that I've received. It's like half of it is unsolicited. And
I'm doing that thing my dad used to do, actually. My dad used to do this all the time. So my dad will pretend that he's not sleeping and like nod in between to make it look like he's paying attention. We all turn into our parents, isn't it? We all turn into our fucking parents in the end.
The other half is not even fucking like nudes. They're just suspecting it, right? Like there's a clip that they always use with Pokimane, where they'll be like, Pokimane is looking over his phone. Yeah, that's...
Look at me, randomly smiling to make it seem like I'm paying attention. I don't even know what I'm smiling at. I have no idea what I'm smiling at.
It's from a fucking advice segment that we were doing, where she was looking at my Raya messages and making fun of me for not responding to anyone. But they make it seem like she's seeing nudes. It's crazy. Half of it is just me joking around.
I'm out.
On the Fear End podcast about having a fat top. And then these guys turning around.
Yeah, Abe Martinez knows. Abe Martinez knows. That's an immigrant dad special, mate. Immigrant dad special. Pretending like. Immigrant dad special, mate.
And acting as though it's a... And it makes being evasive.
Hold on, let me fast forward
Google Doc dunked on Ethan Klein for.
Look at me.
I guess he just like offloaded it to fucking New York Post. Lachlan Murdoch, Rupert's heir, has a publicly available address in Bel Air. He owns the mansion that was used for Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like it's insane, dude. Sending a fucking drone to my house to do an aerial shot.
Oh my!
Fucking insane. It's like an objectively insane.
Look at that.
Is fucking insane. It's like an objectively insane thing to do. It's like straight up one of the most insane things that I never thought I would have to deal with. It literally links to a video, according to a streamer. Piker solicits news from his female fans. This is not true, by the way. According to a streamer he previously worked with. And then this is the former historic this shit. You and stop make me happy. Stuff.
Anyway, I'll let you guys see more of the. If you want to see me sleeping, if you want to see more of me sleeping, there's a timestamp. It's episode number 619 of the Random Show. Roughly around 1 minute, 1 hour. Roughly around 1 hour. Roughly on a 1 hour mark, I'll start to fall asleep. Roughly around the 1 hour mark, you can see me fall asleep for what? Is it 10 minutes? Roughly around the 1 hour mark onwards. There we go. Look at me there. Out. Completely out there. I'm completely out. So around the 1 hour mark, if you want to see more of me sleeping, check it out. Episode number 619. You can see clips of me falling asleep and getting knocked out. Mostly. Pretty sure I was full on. Was that snoring? Oh no. No, don't say that. I was full on snoring. No. I'm definitely not going to play that. I'm definitely not going to play that section. Big up casual.
We love sleeping or awake AZ. Red heart emoji.
Yeah, big up casual. Appreciate you. So if you want to take a big up, I appreciate you. Nice words. So if you want to see me sleeping or awake, you can check out yourself from the 1 hour mark of episode number 619. You can check out yourself. You can see me completely conked out, and you can also laugh at the chat. You can also scan along at the chat and see people insulting me. See everyone insulting me. See everybody insulting me in the chat as well if you want to. Because that's what people do here in my chat. They just insult me. Look at that.
You have a gun?
LMFAO down
Skin
like
flawless. Sample size.
Yeah, yeah.
New Oz loading.
Exactly. In God's name, in Jesus' name we hope, in Jesus' name we pray, in Jesus' name we pray, in Jesus' name we pray we hit sample size. In Jesus' name we pray. But big up everybody that was there yesterday or the other day. That was fucking stupendous. Let's fucking go. Let's get straight into it. Let's do Schaub show. Straight away. Bit casual. Appreciate you.
Is your arm all healed, man?
Not really. Not all the way there. I'm still working it out. I'm doing some exercise in the gym at the moment. I'm doing some rehab. I'm gonna do the next 30 days because I'm really banging out the gym. I'm going super hard. I'm gonna see how I feel by the end of the 30 days. I'm doing a rehab. I'm doing this. I got this YouTube playlist of all this exercises to do once your elbow is broken and you want to rehab it and do like physiotherapy. So if that doesn't work, I'll just go private and just pay for it myself. But so far, I'm getting there's some sort of, range of motion, but it's still not where I want it to be. Like I can't do push-ups or anything. I can't do like pull. I can't do anything overhead. You know what I mean? It's still a bit whatever, but I'm gonna hopefully get it done by the end of the month. And if it's not done, I'll just go private and see what they can do for me. But it's not nice. It's very, very, very. It hurts a lot when I try and pull it. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. What it is. Let's continue. Let's do a T-Fat-K. No, not T-Fat-K. Let's do this. Let's do fucking Schaub show. So we're gonna do a bit of a Schaub show. Watch along. We're gonna jump in between, right? We're gonna do like 20 minutes of this, then do something else, then 20 minutes, then do something else 20 minutes. Because Brendan watch along is a bit brutal. So we're gonna cut it up in 20-minute chunks. Yeah, cool. Big up. Bless up.
Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. I'm on a mission to get it all. Ride through the city like Brennan Schaub. If you ain't thick, please don't get involved.
And now, Brendan Thick Boy Schaub. Yes, sir. Thursday, June 4th. What's poppin', fam? How is everybody? It's getting toasty out here.
Ew.
Here, not gonna lie to you.
Ew. What kind of jersey is that? Ew. Why go on the neck hole? Is that his wife's jersey? What's the neck hole so wide? Why is the chain so? Ew. Oh, I guess it's a jersey. It's not really a t-shirt, isn't it? It's like a baseball jersey. That's probably why. Maybe wear something underneath it, brother. Like that neck hole is way too wide. Those chains don't look good with what he's wearing. Or maybe just remove the chains. Just take off the chains. Like that looks a bit weird. That doesn't look nice. I don't like it at all. The proportions and the spaces don't look good whatsoever. Take the chains off.
I love it. I freaking love it. We're in full swing, man. The UFC is edging us. They're giving the Bilal Muhammad fight this weekend at the Apex. That's whatever. But then next week, it's time. The biggest fight card of all time, the historic celebration of America 250. And guess who's all up in it? The UFC. The UFC. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. Here's my thing. If you don't like it, you're soft. You're just soft. Oh, speaking of that, leading into the White House and moving forward, we are launching a members-only live YouTube feed every Tuesday, Friday at 11 a.m.
A members-only live YouTube feed. What?
You have a gun?
Big up.
No matter where you pause it with buffoon schlab, he looks like a total redact. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
I don't know. You know what I'm confused about, Pado? Why doesn't he ever like to show his hair? Why is he always wearing baseball caps? He goes to all that effort to get his hair bleached. He does the whole mohawk haircut thing. Is that like an American thing? Why doesn't he just... What's the point of cutting your hair into a mohawk, bleaching the tips, frosted blonde, but never showing it? Like never enjoying your hair out? Like always having a hat? I don't understand that. Is he never happy with the haircuts? Is he a bit insecure? I don't really understand. Because it's one thing, because I like sometimes to wear a hat if I don't have a haircut, right? To keep the hair protected and just to make it look a bit neater. But he actually gets a haircut. He actually gets his mohawk done all the time. He gets the fucking blonde thing done in the middle. He actually gets his haircut quite regularly, I think, from what I can see. But he never shows it. He's always got a hat on. And it's always super low, like... I don't really understand. Strange.
Central Time, we'll be live on Thick Boy YouTube. So if you want to fire away questions, you want to create any dialogue, whatever you guys want to.
I have nice hair. I never wear a hat. It's strange.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. Like, my hair isn't bad. I just don't like wear my hair out because I usually have headphones on and I usually don't always get my hair cut all the time. So just to keep it neat, I'll always have a do-rag or have some sort of hat on just for that sake. But if I got my hair cut as regularly as he does, like, just have your hat. Like, why is your hair always covered? Like, maybe it's a style thing. Maybe it's a style thing. Like, you want your hat to be on. It's sort of like a flex. Like, I could show my hair, but I don't because I want to wear the hat. Maybe it's like a weird flex thing. I don't know. I do find it strange though.
That is going live next Tuesday, baby. So come on.
Anyway, going back to this. So they're gonna do a live show every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Members only. That won't last long, by the way, because they won't get enough questions. It's not gonna last long. Eventually, they're gonna open it up to everybody else. But it's a bit of a pussified way to do it, isn't it? It's a bit pussified. Like, just open it up to everybody to chat. Like, it's a bit pussified. Not to have it open. Don't get me wrong. Some of this, if you had it open to everyone, the comments will be fucking brutal. But still, like, grow thicker skin, man. It's not that deep. Yeah. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're gonna be doing a live show on Thick Boy. But wasn't it called the Big Brown Breakdown? So why is it called Thick Boy then? Big Brown Breakdown episode number 507. It's not really 507 though, is it? Really? You're kind of starting from the beginning again. But then it's under a show called. So behind him, he's got Thick Boy. He's got Breakdown. On the channel name, it's called Thick Boy, and on the title of the show is called Big Brown Breakdown. There's like 4 different names on the screen. There's so many different names. So many different names all over the place.
Come on down, subscribe to it. You'll see it on there. There'll be an announcement. I'll post on my social media as well. It's the Big Brown Club. I think we should call each other the Brownies. Just spitballing ideas here.
I like it.
Yeah, the Brownies. What's up, man? Big Brown Breakdown Club is going down. Tuesday will be our first live stream. We'll live stream on Friday, leading into the UFC Freedom 250. I cannot wait. Yeah, there's a lot of, it's getting interesting.
Why is he like acting so excited about this UFC fight card, like the White House one? Is he just hoping he makes some money from it? What's all this fake enthusiasm, this weird patriotic thing that he's doing? It's not that deep. It's just another fight card. Like, obviously as a spectacle, visually it's going to be exciting to see, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, relax. Why is he acting so giddy and all like, freedom, chill out, like, relax. Like, does this motherfucker even know the words of the national anthem? Does Brendan even know the words of the American national anthem? Does he even know the words? I bet he doesn't. All this fake patriotic shit, he doesn't even know the fucking words. Stop, please stop.
Man, I think it's gonna absolutely crush. And for those of you, I mean, we'll get way more into it next week, but for those of you who are making this political, I get it. How can you not? It's at the White House.
Thank God he's saying that. Oh my God.
Do you have a gun?
You think Dana got him on the payroll?
Yeah, it's like, relax, man. Somebody said it, yeah, exactly. Big up Assad. Someone said it as well. Big up Mr. Diogo. Big up Assad. It's a cool card, but like, chill. Not that deep. Yo, big up casual.
Brendan Schlaub disgusts me. The Brownies? What?
That's the height of creativity, by the way. That's the maximum height of his creativity. The maximum height of his creativity is the Brownies. That's the top level. The Brownies. Motherfucker, shut up.
Donald Trump and Dana are boys, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point of all of it. The UFC is at the White House. So would you feel the same way if, let's say, Biden or Kamala Harris was president and the UFC was putting an event on during UFC 250?
It wouldn't have happened though.
Would you feel the same way?
It wouldn't have happened though. It wouldn't have happened.
You know,
though,
if you can take your politics out, and I get it. You
can't take the politics out of it though, you fucking idiot. Honestly, this guy is so fucking insufferable. you can't take the politics out of it. It's just impossible. That's part of the problem. People, you know what I mean? You can't just, you can enjoy it if you want, but it's just what it is. It just is what it is. Just enjoy the show and keep it moving. Stop talking about it. Like, oh my god, this guy's so infuriating, boy. Like, oh my god, man. Like, I'm not even that balls deep into the UFC. But I would be so furious if this was my number one source of information. If this is the one way that I listen to like news or got updates, I'd be so pissed off. He's so all over the place. Like, one day he's like in love with the UFC, one day he's not. One day he's trying to suck Dana's dick, another day he's not. One day he's trying to pretend like he's MAGA, another day he's like, make your mind up, man. Make your fucking mind up. Uninformed, dumb points. Like, if I was into the UFC balls deep, I'd be so annoyed to hear him speak about the UFC. Just so like, I don't know, just shut up. Enjoy the fights. Just enjoy the fights. Everyone else is like a casual. Stop giving us these like hot takes where you think you're being smart and you think you're being insightful. Like, shut up.
But here's the thing. I think all politicians are corrupt. I think all of them are terrible people. All of them are evil. I know the oligarchs are there. The Epstein list is there. I hear all that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If you're the person going, since Trump's behind this and it's at the White House and my tax dollars are paying for it, I'm not watching it. A, you're a snowflake. B, you ain't a real fan. I don't give a shit. If it was Biden, I can't stand Biden. If it's Newsom, I can't stand Newsom. I left California because of that dumbass. If he's throwing on a card, I'm watching.
What if Epstein put on this card? Still watching.
Still watching. Still watching, bro. Still watching. If Harvey Weinstein from prison was like, listen, I've gathered a lot of funds from donors and we're throwing a UFC prison card, I'm watching.
Watching it.
Watching hard watching.
And you know, he's putting on an event.
He's putting on an event and it's going to be shot Weinstein? Really well. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it is what it is. Also, it's like our tax dollars are paying for it. Oh, yeah? Do you know where your tax dollars are going at any given time? How's it going for us? How's it going? California.
Are people not allowed to complain? You like it, okay, you like it and you want it on and you're going to watch it, enjoy it. Does he not understand the idea that people just don't agree with what he has to say? No matter how he tries to word it or try to make it sound, they're not going to agree. They're not going to be fans of it. Is that not alright? What's wrong with this guy? If you like it, cool, enjoy it, have a blast. Some people aren't going to like it. Some people are going to boycott it. They're going to strike against it. They're not going to, they're going out of their way not to watch it. Like, I don't see the problem here. If you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't want to watch it. You have free will. You have free will. Stop being GAY.
How's your roads? How's the homeless across the United States? So my tax dollars are paying for it. Oh, what's your tax dollars paying for? You have no fucking clue. Most of it's fraud. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna die on that hill, you're just a snowflake.
But there's no tax dollars, right? Isn't the UFC putting the bill?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. But people are still like, oh, our tax dollars are paying for this. Like, okay, even if it is, what is your tax dollars paying for? I paid so much in tax every year.
Yeah, the UFC just got $7 billion. They could afford that.
They can afford it.
Yeah.
They can afford it.
And it's not like they're paying the fighters, so they could afford it.
You're also, when you can't take your political bias out of it, it's about the fighters, man. It's about the fighters. It's about the sport that you love is on the fucking lawn of the White House at America's 250th birthday.
Why is he acting like this is it's not that big of a deal when they're meant to be friends? Like, all of this kind of like 250th birthday of America sort of stuff and the celebration, it doesn't really bang the same when Dana and Trump are friends, you know? It's not the same thing. It doesn't really feel, you know what I mean? The UFC's also, the quality of the cars lately have been a bit waning. I don't know. We just live in weird times also, isn't it? Like, everything's kind of underwhelming. I don't know. No one's gonna not watch the fight card because it's a fucking UFC fight card. They're always great productions. So let people enjoy it who want to enjoy it, and the ones that don't need to enjoy it. Like, is he about to cry as well, by the way? Is his eyes watery? Is he about to cry, or is he been drinking? Why does his eyes look so glassy? Is he that excited about the UFC fucking White House fight card that he's about to cry? Or is he just like drinking too much? Or is he back on the booze? Is it really that deep? This nigga's about to cry.
Birthday. Yeah, but it's Trump's birthday. I don't give a fuck if it was Saddam Hussein's birthday. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, dude. How can you not be excited that Ilya Topuria is fighting Justin Gaethje on the fucking White House lawn? That's insane. I don't care if they let every death row inmate sit front row. I don't give a fuck. I'm watching, dude. There's nothing they could do where I wouldn't watch. I can't wait. I can't wait. What would they have to do, Nick, for you not to tune into UFC?
They could call it the fuck Nick Simmons event, and I would still be like, I'm watching it.
Oh, buddy.
That's a little offensive, but I'm watching
buddy.
it.
Let's say Dana White still had issues with me. They could play a highlight.
What do you mean still had issues? Let's say Dana White still had issues. I think he's still got an issue with you, bro.
Oh, buddy.
That's a little offensive, but I'm watching
buddy.
it.
Let's say Dana White still had issues with me. They could play a highlight reel of all my losses. Before the main event, I'd still be like, whatever.
We put on a special, we made a special highlight reel.
You know how they have like, when they do the retire fighters, like collage? They could do that of my worst moments in life. I'd still be like, I'm watching.
If Dana White still had a problem with me, doesn't he still have a problem with you? If Dana White doesn't have a problem with you, why don't you go to the fucking fight cards then? Also, this is not a good thing to be bragging about. You kind of sound like a cuck. Because, so what? They can do anything they want to. They can embarrass you in any kind of way. But because they put on decent fight cards, because they put on decent events, you're going to be tuned in regardless. There's nothing they can do to make you not want to tune in. There's no level of embarrassment. There's no level of shame. There's nothing that they could do that would ever make you think, you know what? They don't respect me, so I'm not going to watch or support their product. Okay. That's it's interesting self-own there. Again, you don't have to go this far with this White House card. You can just say you want to watch it because you want to watch it. You don't care about the politics. You don't give a fuck. You're into the UFC. The fight card's happening on the UFC lawn. You're going to watch it. That's all you have to say. You don't have to go to all of these crazy justifications and, you know, what do you call it? These hypotheticals. It's not that deep. Just say you want to watch the fights. Simple as that. You're a fight fan. You want to watch the fights are on. Watch them.
And my
How'd they get
entire
me
family
shitting my pants.
don't care. Could care less.
I don't give a shit.
You guys are missing the point. You're missing the point. But it's Trump's birthday. Don't give a shit.
It could be Osama bin Laden's birthday. Watching it.
Watching. Hey, you know Al Qaeda's behind it. Watching.
Watching it.
Are the fighters getting paid? Yep. Oh, they have the potential $1 million bonus from a sponsor. Watching. Fighters getting paid. There's gonna be more eyeballs ever, probably ever. Like you got Fox News, you got CNN covering this. That's where this thing's bigger than us. Watching.
It's if you miss it, I think anybody who's missing it or missing it in quotation marks that I've seen online are people who aren't even fight fans. They're just mad that it's Donald Trump's event.
It could be it could be the WNBA who all the woke liberals like
It's
cheer
political people.
and they're like, I'm not watching it. I'm like, oh, I thought you supported the WNBA.
The same people who said they're not watching it didn't watch UFC 300. They're not watching UFC Fight Night.
They're gonna be real sad when they see the numbers too. This thing's gonna crush, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because people have morals and principles, but once they see the numbers, they're gonna be like, oh my god, I shouldn't have took that principled stance of not watching anything that Donald Trump's involved with. Like them not understanding why some people don't want to watch it. It's really telling, you know. Having no concept of why someone would not watch it. It's just funny, isn't it? As if it's like must-see TV and must-see TV. Like it's the only thing that you can watch. There's nothing else in life that you should be locked in. It's not that deep, man. It's just, you know what I mean, for some people, it's just another fight card. They don't even give a fuck. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out.
Yeah, they're gonna be super. You have a gun?
Yo, big up casual.
Oh, so everyone is missing the point. Watching.
Yeah.
I really hate this idiot.
Exactly. He started off this segment too, by the way. Didn't he start off the segment saying he understands why people don't want to watch it? He started off this entire segment trying to be like understanding. Like, yeah, I understand, I get it. And now it's like, I don't get it. Missing the point. Shut up. Bit of casual.
Super sad.
Your regular casual is just going to be like, yeah, why would I not watch this?
Yeah, most people, what? What? Yeah. Yeah, some people are like, yeah, Trump sucks. I don't give a fuck. I'm watching, dude.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care.
You got to celebrate the fighters. Now, I will say this.
Yeah, younger vibes, they don't understand because that would require a brain, exactly. It's like, God almighty, man. They're going on and on and on. I get it. You want to watch the fight. You love the UFC fight. You love the UFC White House card. You want it. You want it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
I wish there was a little more publicity, a little more marketing of the fighters. Also, that's my only kind of hiccup with it.
Mm-hmm.
All I see is Dana doing the campaigning. Hey, man, I guess they're going to do a big press conference, you know. But I'd like to highlight Ilya and Justin, which they did their promo with Justin. That was dope. Ram Truck did a cool thing on Justin. I'd like a special buildup of it, especially this magnitude of a card. I'd like a little more on that end. But other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. All good.
Atrocious, not hitrocious.
Other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. All good.
How to pronounce atrocious. Hitrocious, huh?
Atrocious. Atrocious.
Other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. All good.
Atrocious.
Atrocious, not hitrocious. Not one of them.
That end, but other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. All
Atrocious.
good. But other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. All
Atrocious.
Atrocious. Slow.
Atrocious.
Let's do him slow. Pause. Let's do him slow. Pause.
on that end, but other than that, all good. And the fight kits are atrocious. And the fight kits are atrocious.
And I'm loyal to default.
Been a huge fan since 2005, seen it all. Will probably miss this card though.
Yeah, it's not that. Exactly, it's like. It's not that big of a deal. It really isn't that big of a deal. Really isn't that big of a deal. Really isn't that big of a deal.
And the fight kits are atrocious. All good.
Atrocious.
Hit-trocious. Hit-trocious. What is normal?
We used to have cooler build-ups to fights back in the day. Like when they'd sit them down at the table with each other and shit like that. Like, that was cool. I miss that.
Yeah, I wonder why they stopped doing it. Maybe just spread too thin. But a card like this, we got to pull out all the stops.
Yeah. I want like a 30 for 30 leading up to this thing.
Oh, there'll be a 30.
Okay, you know what? Let me move the chat because I think some of you guys want to see. You want to see that guy, right? And there's no one on my chat over there. So let me move this chat. Let me move the chat. So you can see this guy yapping away. Where's my chat? Oh, can I move it without it moving, please? Oh, no, I can't. Anyway, I can't. It doesn't matter. You guys don't give a fuck about him, I don't think so, right? You don't care.
For 30, like 10 years after this.
Yeah.
Just the whole build up, everything they're doing.
But some type of ESPN, like interviewing the fighters. Doesn't it feel like there was more interviews, Connor and Aldo, that were, because I know they're doing interviews, but it's like.
That's the problem with leaving ESPN. That's kind of the one downside of Paramount. It's like sports really isn't their cup of tea, especially MMA. They don't really have the panel shit. Like they have like it is CBS. They have like CBS Sports, which is big, but not. ESPN did a lot of extra programming around the UFC.
Bappa's Israeli name would be always been a fan.
Exactly, always been. That's so good. Always, exactly, always. You definitely, you'd look alright in a little hat, you know. Not gonna lie, he'd actually suit a little hat. Brendan would actually suit a little hat. He'd actually suit a little fucking hat. Hard-headed as well, stubborn. Always thinks he's right. Oh yeah. He's fit right in with those people, isn't it? Big up my people, them. Big up my people, them. Big up my Tel Aviv soldiers. Big up my Tel Aviv Maccabi Haifa soldiers.
And it's still ESPN, so we would see it, you know?
Yeah.
Now they're on Paramount. You really don't see much of it. I mean, they have that show with Jorge, Poirier, Din Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Everyone's spotting it by the glassy eye. Is he about to cry, or has he been back on the booze again? That's what I said before. What's happening with the eyes? Is he back on the booze, or has he been crying? Is he so excited about the UFC White House fight card? Like, what's going on? I did mention before. Like, what the fuck is up with these eyes? Is this like a consequence of like Adderall? Let's check that. Does Adderall do that to you? Maybe Adderall does that to you. Does Adderall make your eyes look glassy? Yes, Adderall can make your eyes appear glassy, though it's usually caused by secondary factors. Dry eyes. Adderall stimulates the central nervous system, which can reduce the natural blink rate and tear production. This dryness creates a shiny or glassy sheen. Ah, Adderall can make you feel. Wow, pupil dilation. As an amphetamine, it triggers the fight or flight response, which can cause your pupils to dilate. Rotted, yeah. So it might just be the Adderall, you know. It might not be in a booze. It might just be the Adderall. And the eye strain as well, because he is straining his eyes a bit. The increased visual focus and concentration can lead to digital eye strain or muscle tension in the eyes that can alter how you look and feel. Fuck. He's on the Addies. He's on the fucking Addies. He's on the fucking... Yeah, exactly, yeah. He's being so obnoxious and extra stupid. Yeah, he's definitely been on the Addies then. He's interrupting a lot more. He's not having it. Ah... Drugs that cause glossy eyes. Alcohol, marijuana, opioids, cocaine, methamphetamine, benzodiazepines, hallucinogens, ecstasy, amphetamines. Jesus Christ. Okay.
And Chris Weidman.
Which is pretty cool. I like that.
Good show, but you don't really, you know, you really got to find it. But they don't have like the big boys.
No.
You don't have Stephen A. Smith talking about the UFC anymore. It's not on Sports Center really. That's the downside of leaving ESPN. ESPN kind of sucks these days, and it's kind of woke and ruined everything. I love when they do their top 10 and the first 6 highlights are WNBA and women's softball. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was a better play than fucking.
Oh, the light went off. What's that light? What's that fucking light? Why is there a timer light in their studio? What the fuck light is that?
Oh, okay, yeah, that was a better play than fucking Aaron.
The ghost of Angel Reese told him to shut the fuck up. The ghost of Angel Reese told him to shut the fuck up. The ghost of Angel Reese said, shut the fuck up.
I love when they do their top 10 and the first 6 highlights are WNBA and women's softball. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that was a better play than fucking Aaron Judge from right field throwing 105 miles an hour. Oh, okay. She made a layup. We'll pretend that's more impressive.
I could watch Caitlin Clark highlights. Caitlin Clark's
She's
nice.
dope.
She's nice.
She's dope.
But once Angel,
I actually love.
I can watch Angel Reese lowlights. Have you ever seen Angel Reese lowlights?
Those are fun.
Very fun.
I actually love women's softball, college softball.
Really?
Yeah, love it. I hope my daughter plays softball.
Really?
Love it. Can't get enough of it.
Is it lit like that?
It's so lit.
Softball?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
It's been so good this
I
year.
can watch it then.
Texas Tech. In the championship. Oh, it's so fun. They hit bombs, dude.
Really?
And it's not like when we grew up where it's just warlocks with mullets.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty girls, super athletic, damn good.
Really?
It's changed, dude. Especially SEC girls. Yeah,
Are they playing on a Little League field?
I think the field's like 165.
That's Little League. Yeah.
Still hitting bombs.
I guess that makes it more fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Like you can't put them at 300 freaking feet.
It's like with the WNBA. It's like lower the hoop. We want to see someone dunk.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right?
Lower the hoop.
They don't need the NBA hoops. Make it shorter.
That's true. Yeah, that'd be dope. But you got UFC. Listen, you know what? Bilal
Oh my
Muhammad.
god, you're still complaining about this. Shut the fuck up. If you want to watch it, you want to watch it, man. Oh my god. I can't wait for this fight card to be over. By the way, we need that screenshot. I can't wait for this fight card to be over, man, so you can just stop fucking talking about it. Like, oh my god, shut up, man. Enough. Oh my god.
Muhammad main eventing the Apex Center before the UFC White House card is like the time Rogan had Trump on and had me on after. It's just, you get overlooked. Nobody's really paying attention. Everyone's just waiting for the Trump interview, or they're watching the Trump interview. It's you don't want that.
You were on right after Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
No one does.
And I know you.
Hey, we did a fight campaign right after Trump.
Really?
And I think Eddie Bravo sat in his seat, but I drank all his Diet Cokes and took him home.
Oh.
And I have him in my refrigerator right now.
Yeah.
I said, did he touch him? Like, probably his handlers did, but all right. But he goes through Diet Cokes like I do. Yeah, it's just for Bilal.
Oh, like he drinks that. Like, who talks about themselves like this? He drinks Diet Coke like I do. Oh my god, he's such a fucking loser, isn't it? Oh god almighty, get your own personality.
But he goes through Diet Cokes like I do.
Like I do.
Yeah.
He likes Diet Coke like I like. He's like a child, isn't it? You're 45 years of age, man. Grow up.
But all right. But he goes through Diet Cokes like I do.
He's so proud. Look, he's so proud of himself. Look, he's so proud of himself. Look. Me and Trump like the same. Me and Trump like the same things. Me and Trump like the same things. Like me and Joe like the same things.
Yeah, it's just for Bilal, and then also Bilal. It gets announced like he's.
Why do you pronounce his name like that? Isn't it Bilal? Bilal. Why does he pronounce his name like that for? Isn't it Bilal?
Yeah, it's just for Bilal, and then also Bilal. It gets announced like.
Hold on, how does he know? Is it Bilal, right? I'm sorry, it's like this, right? Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I want to hear his. Let me hear an interview. Let's see. How does he say his own name? I'm pretty sure it's not Ball. Why does it say Ball? Let's see. Does he say his name here? Does he say his name? Does he say his name here?
He is the former UFC welterweight champion, returning to action against Gabriel Bonfim in just a matter of days. It is always my great pleasure to speak to Bilal Muhammad. Bilal, how are you?
Bilal. So why does he say Ball? Ball. Why did he say that for?
I said, did he touch him? Like, probably his handlers did, but all right. But he goes through Diet Cokes like announced like he's going. Yeah, it's just for Bilal, and then also Bilal. It gets announced.
Bilal. Oh, Bilal. Bilal. Isn't it Bilal? Bilal. Not that hard, really, is it? It really isn't that hard. So just say Bilal. Huh.
Announced like he's going against Ben Askren.
Now he's begging Rogan for money and groceries.
So annoying. So fucking annoying. Big up Black American.
RAF. Boy, that is a lose-lose, Bilal.
I like Bilal a lot, man.
Oh, dude, Bilal's awesome.
Bilal's
Such a nice guy.
How many times are they going to say his name today? How many times are they going to say his name? Bilal.
Just a home-cooked Palestinian dinner at the house, and like invite us in the house. Was super cool. Was
Awesome, dude.
Spark, like they hit the mitts with us. Showed us like his workout. Like he does like this giant staircase sprint. I obviously couldn't sprint as much as he did up the staircase, but like put us through one of his workouts. It was fun, man.
No, he's one of the
good
nicest guys in the sport. Just a solid dude. But it's like, man, this fight against Gabriel, tough fight. Not a big name guy. Dangerous fight for him. He was a champ just a few short months ago. It's a tough night in the office. And then RAF against Ben Askren. It's like
that's tough. But also Ben Askren coming into RAF after
I don't understand because he got better. What, 2 years ago?
It has to be. Yeah, I think 2 years ago is when it happened. I think after like a year he was like walking. Now he's wrestling live.
I don't think there's a commission. It's like, what's going on here?
He's a real fighter. That's why, Brendan. He's a real fighter. He probably can't function normally without wrestling and doing what he knows best, since he's been doing it since he's fucking child. That's why he's doing it. I always wonder whenever he's confused about these type of things, like, is it the right thing to do? Is it maybe the sensible? Is it a bit idiotic? Probably, but he's also just a fighter, isn't it? It's Ben fucking Askren. All he does is fucking wrestle. All he's been doing wrestling since he was a fucking child. Of course he's gonna try and get back into wrestling as soon as he's able to. Even though he had that fucking horrific fucking accident. Of course he's gonna do it still. I don't know why he's so confused, why he doesn't understand it. Oh, I don't get why like a born-bred fighter would want to fight despite a nearly life-ending fucking injury. It's like
They could FK my wife and I still watch the UFC WH card. Be what a clown face emoji.
Exactly.
Media isn't even talking about the fights.
Exactly.
I wonder why some people won't watch.
Exactly.
You have a gun?
Little Nick off camera with his feet hovering.
Yeah, you can't see it though. I want to move the chat, but the chat's it's all in a weird place, so I'll just leave as it is. But he's right there. Or maybe I could do this. Maybe I could swap the chat. Maybe I could do the chat. Maybe I'll do the chat in the fucking for this stream only. For this stream only, we'll swap the chat. I'll do the chat with the thingamajiggy. I'll mix the chat with Botrix. Sorry, let me do this. Let me swap it. Let me mix it up so you can see his face. Let me mix up a little bit. Let me do this. Default. Let's do this. Should we do glass? Should we do glass or white? Should we do white or do glass? Hold on, what's cake? Should we do cake? Yeah, let's do cake. Let's do cake. Okay, let's do cake. Let's switch up a little bit. Let's do cake. And let's go back to the video so you can see the guy's face. I'll put him on here a bit. 1 second. And then we'll put him there, right? Boom. Okay, so that might work. Hopefully that works. Anyway. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that fucking works. Bear me a second here. Hopefully that works. Does that work? Hopefully that works. Does that work or not? Let's see if it works. Hopefully it does work. Hopefully it does work. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Does that work? Let me actually go on. Does that work? Let's see. Bear me a second here, people. Apologies for the delay here. Does that work or not? It's not coming up, is it? Really? It's not really coming up. Yo, big up Billy Free. I see you, bro. Big up Billy. I just see you on the kick stream chat. Well gone, bro. Well gone to Billy. Well gone to Billy Free TX over there in the kick stream chat. Is it coming up on there? Is my kick coming up on there or not? It's not, is it? It's not working. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can see Nick. I think you can see him anyway. It doesn't fucking work for some reason. When I want it to work, it doesn't work. When I want it to work, it doesn't fucking work, does it? Cool. 19. Let's do it one more time.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up.
Towards the new studio / DJ setup, my dude. It will happen. Saluting face emoji. Folded hands emoji.
Thank you. Big up Casual, man. You're a legend. Appreciate you. Thank you for the help, brother. Thank you. That will go a long way. When I play my first set for my first studio, I'm gonna play it completely naked, and I'm gonna draw your name on my belly. Okay? Big up Casual. When I play my first set in my new studio, I'm gonna play it completely fucking naked, and I'm gonna draw your name on my belly. whether you want to see it or not, I'm gonna draw my name on my belly in paint, and yeah, as a thank you. Okay? Casual's like, no. Too late, bro. Too late. Too late, brother. Oh, it's not working. Hold on one sec. Bear me 1 second, people. I really do apologize for this. Bear me 1 second. Let me just do this. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, we're just going to continue on. Thank you for the. I don't want that. That's what Casual's doing in the stream chat right now. I don't want that. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Aurora. Okay, cool. Back to cake again. Okay. copy. Please, can you work, motherfucker? I beg of you. Please. Okay, does that work? Is that gonna work? Let's see. I'm gonna write my name there. Does that work? Let's see. Still nothing. Oh! Who was that just now? Yeah, big up Tom Cats for following too. Appreciate it. Big up Tom Cats. Why is this shit not working? Oh my god. Okay, last one. I promise, and we're gonna move on. I promise you, last one, then we're gonna move on. Okay. Huh. Come on, work, you cunt. Okay, work. Hold on, please, work. Is it working now or no? Okay, it's not working. Doesn't matter. Let's just continue. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Nick's face. It is what it is. Fuck Nick's face.
How do you, in RAF, how do you feel like he fares against Ben Askren? It depends on Askren that comes in.
Let's say it's a version of Ben, like a really
Funkmaster
good Ben. Bilal would be fucked. You know how good Ben is at wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
Funkmaster?
I've been watching his highlights since I was in high school.
Freak.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like me and Rogan got him to the UFC because we were doing a show together and we were like, they gotta sign Ben.
Me and Rogan, Jesus, honestly, the ego in this guy. Me and Rogan, me and Trump like the same drinks. Like, fuck off, you cunt.
Askren.
I remember that.
But it was too late. It's like he had the hip replacement.
Because he was already Bellator.
He's won championship champ, like multiple-time world champion. Give him UFC a little late. And
his Robbie Lawler fight, that was Bellator, right?
Yep. Bulldog choked him. Then obviously the Jorge thing. So that's Ben right now? Yeah.
That's 2026. Wow. I wonder what hormone clinic he's working with.
He's on the same protocol as I am.
And then you look back at his footage, it's just
oh my god,
fucking crazy.
It's wild. He's competing. What a badass.
He could barely
walk.
and
with lung transplants, like they're just good to go. It's like swapping a new turbo into the truck. We're just cool with this because there's no commission. This is him now.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's looking like.
He's just teaching here. Doesn't really do anything crazy.
But still, it's like a completely different human.
He's actually, he's back.
If he's even at, I'd say 50%, he mops the floor at Bilal. 50%. Funkmaster, you got problems.
Bilal has spent 2 years in Dagestan. Forgot.
Does not matter.
No?
He could sleep on Islam's floor every night and try to absorb all his wrestling talent, and it would not matter.
I think when it comes to wrestlers in the UFC, him at his peak, I mean, he wasn't in UFC, Bellator, but he's probably one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers to come into MMA.
Fuck yeah.
100%.
And listen to like Woodley talk about him. Listen to, all those boys. Pettis, who trained with, like, oh, buddy. He would mop the floor with him.
So that's why I was like, what? So they did do it in the UFC, Robbie
They
Lawler.
did? Yeah. That was UFC?
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler?
I swear that was Bellator.
Yeah, no, he won by Bulldog choke.
I didn't realize that was a UFC. Oh, that must have been his UFC debut?
Yeah.
Boy, was he a mother.
It was controversial, if you remember.
In one championship. That was super controversial. But
look at Chin. Look at Chin coming in.
UFC debut?
Yeah. UFC. Robbie
They
Lawler.
did? That was UFC?
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler?
Oh, Chin having a little competition, isn't it? Chin having a little friendly knowledge competition with Nick, because Nick's like the guy that's got all the information, used to wrestle, balls deep in the UFC, is able to remember the fights off the cuff and all the finishes and all this malarkey, and it's kind of making Chin feel a little bit left out, isn't it? It's kind of making him feel a little bit left out, a little bit useless. So Chin had to come in there clutch, and remind Brendan that he's got the knowledge too. You have to remind Brendan that he knows what he's talking about too, huh?
That's why I was like, what? So they did do it in the UFC, Robbie
They
Lawler.
did? That was UFC?
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler?
I swear that was Bellator.
Yeah, no, he won by Bulldog choke.
I didn't realize that was a UFC. Oh, that must have been his UFC debut?
Yeah.
Boy, was he a mother.
It was controversial, if you remember.
In one championship. That was super controversial. But he was such a problem when he's in one championship.
Yeah.
TK would punch Aoki. Keep going down. You have a gun?
Chin Tempool Sui.
Exactly. Timples. Actually, what's he doing on the weekend? What's he doing on the weekend? Check his Instagram. What's he doing? Is he doing anything on the weekend? Is Chin's Instagram stories popping on the weekend? Anything on the weekend, Chin? Absolutely nothing. 0 stories, 0 nothing. Jesus, Chin. Come on, man. Give us something, bro. He's not even out. He's not even out and about with these boys and that. Nothing. Give us something, Chin. Come on, man. Give us parasocial something. He's not doing anything. God damn it, Chin, man. So boring. So boring, Chin. What go on? So boring. Not doing anything on a Friday night. He's not even outside, huh? Oh. That's a real shame. How about his boys? Are his boys doing anything out on a Friday night? What are his boys doing on a Friday night? What are Chin's boys doing? Who's this? Mark G. Nick. Let's see, what's Mark doing on a Friday night? What's Mark up to on a Friday night? Nothing. This is a True Classics new series called Father's Day.
Getting on more and more weight. It was always really difficult to find the right fit.
I gained like 80 pounds in 6 months, and that just changes everything.
We had plans to actually get together, and that didn't happen. He hit the largest IED in Afghanistan at the time.
For me, being able to be the best version of myself for my son, unreal. It's a feeling I can't describe.
I wanted him to be proud. I wanted my whole family to be proud of what they see.
But then when I put those t-shirts on, I'm like, wait, there might be something.
American men love to cry, innit, man? You guys are so emotional.
This is who I am.
American men love having emotions. Too many fucking emotions for me, bro. Fucking hell. Always crying about something. My son, the war, my cat, my dog. It's like, shut up, man. Always crying. Y'all niggas always fucking crying.
I had to show my wife immediately, and I said, babe, I look good. I look real good.
You just feel better regardless of what I felt like on the inside.
You find something that fits, you show up differently.
The ability to believe in myself that I'm not broken. That's a real ripple effect for me. I am a better father. And then I want them to say,
fair play. Fair play. Nick is out here doing his thing. And what's his boys? What's the other boys doing? What's Nick doing? What's Nick up to? What's Nick doing right now? What's Nick up to? Let's see. Anything up to Nick? Oh. Yo, where's the lady? Oh, there she is. I'm about to say, where's the lady? She disappeared, eh? That's 2025. Huh. Not many pictures of the lady on the fucking thing, isn't it? Huh? I wonder what's happened to the lady. What's happened to the lady? Not many pictures of her on the fucking feed, are they? Ah, nah, they're still going strong. That's January. She still got a picture of him there. 42 weeks. Okay, cool. Fair play. Fair fucking play. Cool. Yeah. Chin's boys. Everyone's boring in Chin's crew, and no one's doing anything. They're just like us. They're just like us. They're doing absolutely jack shit. Nick, Chin. Who's the other person? That's it, right? God damn, man. What's Casey doing? What's man like Casey up to tonight? Nothing. No one's doing anything. No one's doing jack shit. Fair play. Chin definitely ain't doing anything, that's for sure. Chin for sure is not doing jack shit. But yeah, I wonder where she's at right now. Maybe Chin's with Jobber. Maybe my theory is right. Maybe Chin is secretly back with Jobber, he's just not saying anything. Maybe Chin is secretly back with Jobber and he's just not saying anything. He's just keeping it quiet this time because he knows the first time he kind of fucked it up with all the fucking condom for shit. So maybe Chin is secretly back with Jobber. We just have no idea. We just have no idea. Maybe he's secretly back with her. You never know, man. You never know. You never fucking know. You never fucking know.
Defended his Bellator against Korshov. Douglas Lima, Jay Heron. Yeah, he's just a prop.
He was like,
Yeah, exactly. Big up Abe Martinez. Exactly. Big up casual. Open cry like that is a no-no. Cry by yourself when no one's looking. Exactly. It's actually better like that too. Cry by yourself when no one's looking. You can cry properly. You can have snot coming down your nose. You can start hyperventilating. It's actually kind of cathartic crying like that by yourself, and then kind of getting yourself together. But like doing that in front of a camera all the time, it's like, ugh.
Many problems solved if a t-shirt bad fathers. Smiley face emoji.
What many problems solved? What do you mean by that? If a t-shirt fits a father well, what? Like, is this like an insult against men, Black American? Are you trying to denigrate the men? Is this like an anti-male sort of like super chat? Is this what you're trying to say here? You're trying to say that men's issues could be solved easily if they get a t-shirt that fits them or something like that? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you trying to disrespect men? Should we get that fucking Jordan Peterson fucking video here? What's it? Jordan Peterson. Think about men? Is it here? Is that video there? Is this the one? It's not the one, is it? This can't be the one. This can't be the one. This can't be the one.
Across and up success hierarchies, and men mate across and down. The women like men who are about 4 years older, cross-culturally. They like men who manifest signs of success, as well as being handsome and personable and all of that. And the reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that they're looking to equalize the...
Well, somebody think about the men. Oh, once someone think about men? Where's that one? Where's that quote? Someone must have it somewhere. Oh. I'm never able to get that quote, you know. Jordan, let's just do Jordan Peterson crying. Someone got a crying compilation of him. There must be a crying compilation, right? Does that exist? Crying compilation must exist, right? Jordan Peterson crying at everything and anything.
That isn't painful. You know, well, I shouldn't do anything, man, you know. The most fundamental reality.
What?
Well, I shouldn't do anything, man, you know. Painful. You know, well, I shouldn't do anything, man, you know. Isn't painful. You know, well, I shouldn't do anything, man, you know. The most fundamental reality is pain. Yes. Is there anything more fundamental than pain? Love. And I have my tendency to feel a hell of a lot more sorry for a set of confused, isolated, and lonely pubescent girls who have no one to love them enough to help them appreciate who they are. I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice. Really? If you're in pain, love and truth, that's what you got. And you know, than I do for one overprivileged and unfortunately confused narcissistic Hollywood star.
It's making you emotional. Talk about it.
Well, God, you know. You have no idea how many people that's killing. We're also seeing if we enjoy it, and I'm happy.
I kind of miss his voice. I'm not gonna lie, man. Hope he sobers up and just starts banging the pills. I kind of miss his voice. I'm not gonna lie. I miss hearing his voice. Kermit the Frog. I miss hearing. Hopefully he sobers up, man. But oh my god, what a fucking loon.
To be here doing something like this with her, it's a real privilege. It goes back to, you know, having children. A close reading of 20th century history indicates, as nothing else can, the horrors that accompany loss of faith in the idea of the individual. You have no idea I see people everywhere, all over the world. They're so demoralized, especially young people with a conscience, because they've been told since they were little that there's nothing to them but corruption and power. It's like, how the hell do you expect them to react? It is only the individual, after all, who suffers. The group.
I want to hear him talk about Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Honestly, I want to hear him talk about Alexander Solzhenitsyn again. Please, man, bring him back to life. I want to hear about the wonders of the Russian literature. I want to hear about Bible stories and about Job, and I want to hear it again. I want to hear how the fate of the world depends on whether or not I do my bed in the morning. You know, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear about how the world's future rests on my shoulders, whether or not I do my bed in the morning.
Does not suffer. If they're more powerful than pain, maybe they're the most real thing.
Actually, isn't this the same glassy eye that Brendan has? So I wonder if this is another Adderall thing. Right? That look that Brendan had, and Brendan also was going through. Remember when Brendan was going through that super emotional stage where he'd be crying and flipping out about everything? I wonder if this is the same thing that fucking Jordan Peterson's going through, but obviously his one's way more heightened because he's always also like super, or maybe just like that anyway. He's just super emotional. But I wonder if this is like kind of an adverse effect of all the drugs he's been on.
Even in the revelation of their triumph, the initial depth of their despair, so I wouldn't change that. But it's not nothing. It's certainly not just happiness. It's better than happiness, but it's almost unbearable.
It's like when you're trying to win your girl back, isn't it? It's like when you're trying to win your girl back and you try and turn on the waterworks, but you're not a real crier, isn't it? This is like, only the man them will know. When you're trying to win your girl back and you turn on the tears hoping that it'll make her forgive you or something, but you're not a real crier, so this is what happens, you know? You just look like you got hay fever. Instead of crying, you just look like you got hay fever, you know?
Well, I think you really want to know what I think? I think it's revenge against God for the crime of being. That's really what I think. It's Cain and Abel. It's like, oh, Abel's your guy, eh, God? How about if I take him out in the field and beat him to death? How do you feel about that?
Jesus
All my
Christ.
sacrifices went unrewarded. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bro.
It's like, yeah, that's what it is at the bottom of the hell of things.
What? Anyway, you get the point. You get the point.
Like the Dagestani guys before they came over.
Zero striking.
Real bad.
The nerve of him to fight Jake Paul in boxing is wild.
And that was a money
And we
thing.
have him on food truck, and I was like, man, you've been training hard? He's like, no, really. He's like, here's the thing. I don't think Jake can box. If he can, I'm screwed.
Well, he was screwed.
Yeah, he found out Jake can kind of box.
The narrator's like, and he was screwed.
Yeah. You know he fucked up, Brett.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I can't believe he's competing. That's wild. But if you're Bilal and the RAF calls, like, hey man, we got a matchup for you. Like, oh hell yeah, man, I've been waiting. Who is it? Ben Askren. You're like, shit. Just a lose, man.
He said that he knows, but this is like an opportunity that he should take.
I don't know if he should. I just feel like no one's rooting for him.
Yeah, dude. He's got to take it.
I would lay low.
Because what's your opinion on, I love Bob, but what's your opinion on him in the UFC from now on? Like, what's his trajectory?
It's like he'll never be champ again. It's tough, man. But this is prototypical how it goes.
It's hard.
Like he lost. The chance of him ever getting back to being a champion's not good. So then they're like, all right, we're going to use your accolades and build up these other guys, and until you become undeniable. But eventually, he's going to run the guy who's, a problem.
It's just so crazy how fast MMA and UFC moves because, like, just what was it? Was it 2 years ago that he was beating Leon, winning the belt?
So he beat Leon 2 years ago. Be 2 years ago in July. So less than 2 years ago. He was champion of the world. Fights JDM, which is a fucking nightmare. Loses to him. That was a tough fight for him. And then Ian Machado Gary did work on him.
I was surprised. I really thought he was going to do better against Ian Machado Gary, but Ian Machado Gary actually ended up being much better than I thought he would be.
Oh, Ian's super talented.
Yeah, he is good.
Super talented. Yeah, and look at the wins of fucking Bilal. I mean, dude, super impressive. He beat the dog piss out of Sean Brady.
Here's a question for you. Do you think Ian Machado Gary would have a lot more fans and a lot more hype if it wasn't for the cuck stuff?
By the way, he's also the only fighter I think I've heard, even former fighter, who talks like that. He beat the dog piss out of this, but it's like, usually fighters have a lot more respect, have a lot more restraint. They don't talk about fights. I mean, obviously, if you get beaten, you get beaten, but they don't use those kind of those. Not hyperbolic, but they don't use those those crazy terms or those disrespectful words that maybe fans would use. Actual fighters will be a little bit more reserved. They'll be a little bit more chill. They won't get out of their way of saying shit like that. Like, yeah, you got beat. He beat the dog piss out of you, man. He fucking dog walked you. He tore your asshole up. It's like, no, you don't do that as an actual fighter. Because you know how hard it is to get into a ring, to get into octagon. You know what it takes. So there's a level of respect that you have for each other. It's an actual real fraternity. But for whatever reason, he doesn't think so. He thinks it's all a different thing. But yeah, beat the dog piss out. So it's like, don't think that's very, respectful to say as another fight. But hey, what do I know?
That cuck stuff hurt him. I think one of the things that hurt him is always
he
doesn't have a home base. He's kind of like the Lennox Lewis of MMA. Remember Lennox? He's from England, but claimed Canada. And that, he never really had so no one ever called him his own.
Sure.
If Ian Gary.
That's not true at all. Everyone loved Lennox Lewis over here. What are you talking about? Everyone loved Lennox Lewis over here. They still love him now. What the fuck's he talking about? Doesn't have no idea what he's talking about. He has no idea what he's talking about.
If he didn't take his wife's name, which is a whole nother thing, if he didn't take her name, it was just Ian Gary out of Dublin, I think he has more support.
I think so,
especially with all the shit Connor's been doing.
Isn't it because of his personality and less about the cuck stuff? No one really cares. Don't people just like him because he just comes across like a bit of a prick? It's not, I mean, it's nothing to do with the cuck stuff at all.
So he's kind of this, he's the good side.
Mm-hmm. He could have been the new
Connor's
version.
the heel, he's the baby face, but now it's like, he speaks Portuguese, he claims Brazil, but he's fucking from Ireland. It's like, what the fuck?
Pick a place.
It's just a weird dynamic, so you don't get a ton of support.
Yeah, I think that the cuck thing really hurt his image.
Didn't help.
Because people still talk about that.
And it was all fake.
Mm-hmm.
You know that? All fake.
Was it?
Yeah.
I figured that. I mean, it's a weird situation.
It's a complicated situation.
Mm-hmm.
Super complicated.
You can't say it's not a weird situation to have the ex-husband living in the house with them training.
He's a strength coach, yeah, but
Yeah.
and then obviously the internet takes it and runs with it, and so he's defending that, and his wife's on there. It's so dumb, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that hurt him. But the biggest thing, I think he could get by all that if you just kind of rode with fucking Dublin, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He's so goddamn talented.
He's also a likable guy.
Super marketable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the case. If he was likable, he wouldn't be in situations in now. He's not really that likable. Let's be real.
His issue is just not a finisher. He's just not a guy with knockout power. So it's tough to get behind it.
Who's his last one? Bilal.
You beat Bilal, then Carlos Prates, who's no joke. Shavkat, even though he lost that fight, he looked fucking great. Then Michael Venom Page, Jeff Neal Magny was
Prates on short notice for that fight?
Yes.
Because beating Prates is
no. Ian Machado Gary took the fight on short notice.
Okay, yeah.
Carlos Prates was in camp. Ian Machado Gary stepped in, took on short notice.
I knew someone was on short notice for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on, move on, please.
Yeah, he's the marketing on him's tough, right? Because he took he's vegan, took his wife's name. Hey, fuck, bud.
The vegan thing's the most upsetting part of it.
Taking the wife's name's tough.
It's just all the wife, you know,
the wife stuff. It's so dumb. It's just all dumb.
Yeah,
because he's so talented.
Which is weird, because it's kind of like that's like a Brazilian thing of like the girl keeps her last name and then the dash. Yeah, the man's name. Yeah, but he's like a Brazilian woman.
Yeah, it's very strange. But again, I try not to judge him off. He's so talented. He's one of my favorites. He's just not a finisher either, so he has a few things against him. But fight for a title. He's fighting Islam in September.
How's that? Let's
switch a little bit. Let's do American Redact a little bit. This guy's going fucking boring my fucking brain away. Let's switch up a little bit. Let's not do no John quickly. Let's do Joe Rogan thinks you're stupid. Let's do podcast cringe. Joe Rogan thinks you're stupid. Joe Rogan. Actually, no. Before we do podcast cringe, let's do a bit of fucking Mehdi Hasan on PBD. Let me do a bit of Mehdi Hasan on PBD because I've got some clips here. Mehdi Hasan on PBD was fucking brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've just seen the clips, but Mehdi Hasan absolutely destroyed PBD on his show. Really fucking funny. Let's do a little bit of Mehdi Hasan PBD. 1 second, people. 1 second. Let's do a bit of Mehdi Hasan PBD. Also, there's this weird clip. You seen this clip? Big up Destiny.
Hold on, just curious. Did you suck a guy's dick 6 months ago? Did this happen? Or did some guy suck your dick 6 months ago? Suck a guy's dick 6 months ago? Did this happen? Or did some guy suck your dick 6 months ago? Did you suck a guy's dick 6 months ago? Did this happen? Or did some guy suck your dick 6 months ago? Did you suck a guy's dick 6 months ago? Did this happen? Or did some guy suck your dick 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you just say you don't get engaged in degenerate behavior then?
I'm sorry, it's degenerate behavior to have
a guy
private
suck your dick? Are you gay?
Isn't there literally a video of you on the internet sucking a random
gay,
guy's dick?
Motherfucker? Are you gay?
I'm bi-curious.
Dude, I don't. Bi-curious,
Why?
motherfucker.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Bi-curious is before the mouth is. Well, because you called me degenerate as a fucking insult earlier. What the fuck?
Okay, so I've only had sexual activity, probably with like enough people to name on one hand.
You're 21 years old. No shit.
Well,
I don't care.
Okay,
I
your
don't
20s
care about
are
the sex
your
stuff.
20s are sort of the time
about the sex
when you're
stuff.
going around.
I don't want to know. Please
you're
don't
21. You're not in your 20s. You're 21.
Well, yeah.
Okay, please don't tell me. Okay, this is gone.
Sure, that's fine. I'm sorry.
If anything, I'd understand your shit. I'd understand your shit more if you were maybe like in your early 20s. I feel like that's like more of the appropriate time where you're going around like fucking like a bunch of random people and shit, maybe, right? But like, you know, I feel like this would be the time where where you would try shit out and get it out of the way.
I'm just saying, I didn't have any guy experience when I was 21. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Enough.
Yeah, only when you're 40 and the videos are all up on the internet for the world to see, I guess.
Brilliant. Anyway, 1 second. Let me show you the Mehdi Hasan stuff. I just wait. This is intermission. That was a really good line there. I really enjoyed that one. Let me show you the Mehdi Hasan stuff. Where is he? Give me Mehdi Hasan, please, on PBD. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you go. Yeah, let's go. Let's do a bit of Mehdi Hasan. This should be good. This should be good. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, man? I'll just type it in. Maybe I should just type it in. I swear I've saved it. I saved a bunch of fucking clips. What the fuck are they? Hold on. Oh yeah, there you go. Here we go. Got them. Cool, let's do this. Let's run through some of these. On the PVD podcast, Mehdi Hasan pushes back against Patrick Bet-David on Trump's slim margins of victory in 2024. Your viewers are getting some good facts today.
She could have won, by the way. He didn't win a landslide. Trump lied his ass off.
What do you mean she could have won? She lost every single state, 7 states.
Have you looked at the numbers? In the 3 key swings...
She helped more counties become Republican in America.
Have you looked at the numbers? If 115,000 people had voted differently, she would be president. That's what it came down to in our ludicrous system. She lost by 1.5 percentage points. One of the narrowest. He got one of the narrowest wins in modern American history.
Wow.
I know he lies. and people like you give him credit, he lies. He says, I won a landslide. He won one of the worst. You can pull it up, Rob. I wrote a piece for The Guardian with all the receipts.
Every county became more Republican
pull up my piece.
in America.
Pull up my piece.
Every
Guardian,
county
2024 Mehdi landslide. Type it out.
Can you please send this chart to this man here?
Pull it up.
He's the Muslim community is becoming more Republican, which is great.
Patrick, will you give me permission to read from your screen?
Go for it.
Can we scroll down?
Yes.
This is a great moment for me, taking over your show. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. So the former president's margin of victory over Harris is a minuscule 1.6 percentage point. Actually, it's 1.5. It went down after that. Smaller than that of every winning president since 1888, other than JFK and Richard Nixon. In fact, in the 55 presidential elections in which the popular vote winner became president, listen to this. Oh, your viewers are getting some good facts today. 49 of those 55 elections were won with a margin bigger than Donald Trump's in 2024. I hope the president is watching your show. I know he's a friend of yours. He's coming on the show.
Can you do me a favor?
Donald Trump, you lost.
Can you show
you won with a
how many
49th
counties?
Who gives a fuck about counties?
Won.
I'm showing you the margin of victory.
Dude, Mehdi.
He won by
1.5.
You can raise your voice, but I've already done my receipts.
If there's anybody that has no room to say anything, look at this here.
My receipts are up.
Look at this here. You
Patrick,
run away.
I love
this here.
You know, land doesn't vote.
Converted Muslims into Republicans.
Patrick, you know, land doesn't vote. I love these. I love these maps. That's land.
You showed us that.
Land doesn't vote.
Dude,
I gave you the numbers.
Voted for him.
Still more for the Democrats.
No. Muslims went from 24% for Trump in 2020 to 31%.
Patrick, I'm not on the right.
He's winning your people over.
Patrick, and it kills me. Patrick, I'm not on the right. I'm not an election denier. Donald Trump won, but he didn't win 50% of the vote. You know, people say he won the popular votes. You know, he didn't win a majority of the votes.
Oh, fucking brilliant. Stolen in plain sight. No. Mehdi Hasan explains to Patrick Bet-David that he is brown and that being Muslim doesn't stop him from being brown. Okay.
Do you think the West, when it comes down to West, Muslims can coexist?
Check that Adrian out long before they start with the bloody fuck you bloodies.
With the West. I'm curious.
I'm Muslims. What do you think?
Do you think they can coexist?
Do you think I can coexist with
I think you can coexist.
Why me?
Educated. You're a worker. You're now a capitalist. You're contributing. You're creating jobs. I would say you're net positive.
Do you not think most Muslims do that?
I don't think depending on where they're coming from, they don't. Because if their countries did a good job, why would they leave it?
War? You know the big controversy in the UK over the boats, the small boats coming across the channel. Do you know what the top 3 nationalities are in those boats?
Tell me.
Iran number 1.
Okay.
Afghanistan number 2. Iraq number 3.
Gulf states, how they perform per capita versus some of the other Muslim nations.
Okay.
Look at this one here.
Because they got oil and gas.
You think it's only oil and gas that's causing them?
Did you know what these countries were like in the 60s and 70s?
Iran has plenty of oil.
Yeah.
How come they're not in here?
Why do you think Iran's not doing well economically? Should I go through the list?
You're going to say it's sanctions. You're going to say it's
because I'm going to say
America.
sanctions. If there's an 8-year war that Iraq started and we supported, that cost $600 billion to Iran, that took out 1 million members of their population, and then was followed by crazy sanctions, are you telling me then that it's fair to compare that economy with Abu Dhabi?
So you just defended Iraq.
Jesus Christ,
that we backed up Iraq.
Yes.
That went against Iran.
Yeah.
How come they're not on the top GDP per capita on this list?
Do you know what happened to Iraq after the Iran-Iraq war?
So now you have another reason. It's America's fault again.
Oh my God.
Do you study history, Patrick? Do you know what happened in 1991?
No, on one end, you're saying this. On the other end, you say, no, it's because of this.
You're comparing countries. You're showing me a graph comparing countries that have never been bombed, invaded, and occupied with countries that have been bombed, invaded, occupied. And then you say, why is the GDP per capita higher in one, not the other?
Why haven't
That's an insane comparison. The 3 biggest refugee groups on the boats going into England are Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Coincidence? No, those are war-torn countries.
When it comes down to Muslims, 2020 vote to 2024.
I love you. You did whatever you did. You came back to Muslims. Why are you obsessed with Muslims? Because you left Iran?
You're raising your voice. Why are you screaming? I'm sitting right across from you, bro. Like, let's act American, not Middle Eastern.
You shouted earlier. You're an immigrant from Iran who came in as a refugee. Donald Trump would not have allowed little Patrick Bet-David into this country. How do you feel about that?
You're so funny.
A genuine question.
You are so funny.
It's a genuine question.
He wouldn't have let little Patrick Bet-David.
No Iranians were allowed in this year.
Why did Muslims become Republican?
It is kind of funny that PBD thinks he's white, isn't it? It is kind of funny though. In terms of their skin complexion, Mehdi Hasan is actually lighter than PBD, but PBD has it in his head. I don't think he knows what he looks like. And that's really interesting. I think PBD thinks he looks, I don't know, Cuban or something. I don't know what PBD thinks he looks like, but PBD thinks him and Mehdi look very different, but they look really alike. You know, they look like brothers, really, to be honest. But he thinks they're very, 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 very different. He thinks he's white, innit? PBD thinks he's white. PBD's got the chin gene. PBD's like, no, I was born in Massachusetts, actually. I was born in New Orleans. It's like, bro, it doesn't matter where you were born. You look how you look. But yeah, big up PBD. Big up Mehdi Hasan. We'll finish that another time. Let me do a little bit of podcast cringe. Joe Rogan thinks you're stupid.
I've told people to not get a house, and they're really close to getting a house. That's something they will not give up, because that's another obsession that we have in our country. The American dream isn't owning a home anymore. It's the freedom of renting, because you can live wherever you want. You can move for a job like that.
A lot of people don't feel secure.
I don't like that, by the way. I don't like that rhetoric. I don't like that rhetoric of like you should never aim to own your own home, just rent forever. I don't like that rhetoric. It might be the reality, but I don't like people being told or being conditioned in a way that they should just be happy to rent. I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever.
Unless they own the home. They don't feel like settled. This is not really my place. I'm just renting it.
Yeah, which is true, but I mean, I just tell them to fuck off. That's your feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just their feelings.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Math is math in the end. Like, I own, but that's because it was very affordable for me. It made sense for me.
There's also this weird thing that goes on in New York City with really expensive apartments where people buy them and never live in them because it's just a place to put your money.
Which we do too. We do that overseas in Europe.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, American billion. I mean, billionaires all over the world do that because real estate's just a good protective asset. It's a good way to preserve. But no, I mean, it makes sense.
Didn't he just say earlier on that there's no point in having a house? Okay, so I get why podcast creators is gonna get all irate and annoyed by this. Let's see what he says.
There's so many competing philosophies on how to make a society run correctly, and a lot of them just completely ignore reality. And we deal with the consequences of it. And then you have people saying, oh, the billionaires aren't paying their fair share. That's what's wrong. Like, that's not what's wrong. It's not just that. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, big up Denny God. I didn't see you, brother. Big up Denny God in the stream chat. Wow, go on. Big up Denny God. What's good, my G?
It might start with billionaires. It'll work its way down.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan.
Big up Tin Cup Gang. Exactly. Big up Tin Cup Gang. I love renting and moving all my shit every other year. It's just my feelings. Exactly. It's so great, isn't it? Having to move every other year. It's so fucking fun.
Billionaire experience where you come to hear the latest propaganda straight from the 1%. Just recently, I made a video about how Rogan had become a fully paid-up billionaire puppet after his episode with mouth-breathing billionaire Mark Andreessen, and I genuinely thought we'd hit the floor, like it was so obvious at that point, but clearly we haven't, because now he's gone and put fake guru Caleb Hammer on the show. If you don't know Caleb, he's basically the millennial Dave Ramsey, an enormously successful personal finance guru with one tiny detail missing. He doesn't have any qualifications whatsoever in business, finance, or anything close to it. Like nothing. He doesn't even have a degree at all. He does.
The only thing I remember about Caleb before he got all successful, well, didn't he have a controversy about being a really horny, about like sending guys DMs wanting to see their dicks and shit? I think I remember that was one of the scandals I remember hearing about him. When I first heard him when he first came across my radar. It's something about him being, I think he was doing like a James Charles type of thing. He was being overly forward with guys, trying to turn straight guys and shit, all this malarkey. I think that was what he was kind of into. But now allegedly he's into girls. I don't know what he's into. But yeah, big up Caleb.
Doesn't have any experience in the industry either. You'd actually struggle to find a human being further removed from the thing he's pretending to be an expert in. He dropped out of a music composition degree as soon as his YouTube channel started making money. But I'll come back to that later. This guy is the human embodiment of one rule for me, another for thee. He contradicted himself so many times in this one episode that I had to start writing them down. And you all know there is nothing on this earth that gets under my skin more than the hypocrisy. Shout out Norm Macdonald. So that's where we're headed today, but the short version is sitting right there in the title. Joe Rogan thinks you're fucking stupid.
I don't want to see you in a drive-through. That can't be acceptable. Going on a vacation is not acceptable if you can't protect you and your family at the basic level. Yeah, we just had a clip go viral 2 days ago. Transgender woman, Colorado.
I saw the video.
Yeah, taxpayer-funded boobs. So that's nice. Yeah, I can't blame her, though. I mean, the program's there, right?
Of course.
So I'd take it if I wanted some new tits.
Of course.
But it's crazy that we are. And, of course, when we filmed it was like 2 days after I wrote a $4 million, income tax check, whatever, to the federal government.
Right, and you're thinking about this, like, where's that money go?
It's going to tits, not funding proper Social Security.
So the overweight YouTuber with no qualifications in anything who personally cleared over $10 million last year doesn't want to see you in a drive-through.
Nice.
And we'll glide straight past the culture war bit in the middle there because it's not the point here and you've heard it 1,000 times on JRE before. I'll be honest though, there's enough background on this guy that I could do a 3-part series and barely scratch the surface. But he's also extremely litigious. He's threatened to sue people for a lot less than this, so I'm going to leave all of that exactly where it sits. There's a bunch of other channels covering all the allegations, but I'm here for something much simpler.
Okay, tell us
the
more.
optics, because the optics here are wild. We're in the middle of one of the worst cost of living crises in modern history. Wealth in a...
Come on, podcast. Like, get to the point, man. What the fuck is he complaining? It's 4 minutes in already. What was he upset about? Get to the fucking point, brother. Like, I like you, but he's like, I don't know what's going on here. Is he trying to like waste time or pad time on a video? Why is he not just saying what the issue is with Caleb Hammer? Explain why you don't like him, please.
Quality is sitting at record highs. The rich are getting richer by the hour and everyone else is just fucked. And if you've been following me for a while, you've seen how Rogan has spent the last couple of years running cover for billionaires, defending the ones who pay zero tax, blowing the dust off the trickle-down economics they tried to sell us in the 80s. He really does think we're stupid, huh? And somewhere along the line, he's clearly seen a few shorts of this Caleb guy screaming at some blue-haired lesbian for spending $40 on takeaway. And so he thought, yeah, let's get this guy in here. But that's basically all this guy does. Caleb's channel isn't financial advice because legally it can't be. He's got no qualifications to give any. It's purely entertainment and rage bait. A man with no credentials yelling at broke people, which makes him the perfect guest for JRE. I'm surprised he didn't get Tom Segura in the studio as well for this. But before any of that, let's hear his big thesis, the new American dream, renting.
So when you are explaining to these people that a car that's just a few years old is just as good as a car that's now, does anybody go, you're right? Or is it like a natural inclination? Like, is this just this thing that they want, a status symbol that's in their head that they need at 2026?
People are very defensive on the show. I can convince them of smaller things. Getting rid of a car in our culture is usually a big thing to overcome. I've told people to not get a house, and they're really close to getting a house. That's something they will not give up. Because that's another obsession that we have in our country.
So would you say not get a house today because of interest rates?
Not just interest rates. The overall marketplace, S&P 500, it just beats real estate. The American dream isn't owning a home anymore. It's the freedom of renting because you can live wherever you want. You can move for a job like that. It's just a lack of flexibility in a generation and age where people want to be more flexible and travel and explore and take new jobs everywhere. But it also just doesn't make sense as an investment anymore. It doesn't.
Why's that?
It used to be the defining trait of the middle class and one of the largest wealth creating things for the middle class. But now with the incredible stock market that we've had over the past 50 years or so, it beats it every time. You can buy a home. That's great. If you know you're going to stay somewhere and it's what you've ever always wanted, there's nothing wrong with doing it. But it is not that actually incredible financial thing that has defined.
Surely it is though. Surely most people that do investments, they all say that one of the surest bets you can have is property. It's not an exact science, but most financial people who know a shit ton about money usually say property is the best thing to can invest in. Become a landlord at that residual income. Look, you know what I mean? Like, so that's probably, I don't know. I think he's got it a bit mistaken here. Maybe the wig is sending him over.
America.
They don't feel secure unless they own the home. They don't feel like settled. This is not really my place. I'm just renting it.
Yeah, which is true. But, I mean, I just tell them to fuck off. That's your feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just their feelings.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Math is math in the end.
Exactly. Big up Z. His financial advice is just common sense. I don't think there's any problem with that. Is there a problem? Do you guys have a problem with somebody just giving you common sense advice? Does everything need to be fucking crazy, eye-opening, mind-melting stuff? Or can it just be common sense?
And
I don't mind it.
I'm loyal to a default.
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
Bro hasn't rented in a while. Being stuck with a fixed-term lease means you can't just leave whenever you want.
Exactly.
Like, I own, but that's because it was very affordable for me. It made sense for me. But it doesn't have to for everyone.
Right.
And that's okay. If you're renting for, especially even like larger corporations, they're actually even better to rent for than a mom and pa, because they'll have someone on standby that'll fix your shit overnight. Or a mom and pa landlord, it kind of sucks. It might take a couple weeks.
Right. If they're not good.
All right, so a single childless multimillionaire who owns his own home is explaining to you that owning a home isn't worth it.
Fair play. When podcast creators put it like that, I see why he's annoyed.
So sick of hearing this argument that the stock market outperforms property, so you're better off rent vesting. People aren't out here trying to invest. They just want a fucking place to live, and you can't live in an index fund. Telling people who just want the security of owning the roof
bars
over their head to fuck off, that's your feelings, while you personally own multiple properties because, and I quote, that's your feelings. People who just want the security of owning the roof over their head to fuck off, that's your feelings. People who just want a fucking place to live, and you can't live in an index fund. Telling people they just want a fucking place to live, and you can't live in an index fund. Out here trying to invest, they just want a fucking place to live, and you can't live in an index fund. Telling people who just want the security of owning the roof over their head to fuck off, that's your feelings, while you personally own multiple properties because, and I quote, it was very affordable for you.
Fair play.
Owning makes sense for him, but for you, yeah, you're better off renting. Even if you've scraped the deposit together. Funny how that works, huh? And think back to the intro where the same guy explains that property is actually a brilliant store of wealth for billionaires. So just so we're all clear on the rules, real estate is a terrible idea, a waste of money, a prison for the soul, unless you're rich, in which case it's a rock-solid asset you should be hoarding across three fucking continents. But my favorite bit is right at the end, where he explains that renting from a giant corporation landlord is better than renting from some mum and dad owner because the corporation fixes your sink faster. Fuck me dead with this guy. This is it, folks. The new American dream. Fully assembled straight from fucking IKEA. You will own nothing, you will rent from billionaires, and you will be happy.
Straight from IKEA. Exactly. You will own nothing and you will be happy. That quote, man. That quote will live long in our memories, isn't it? That quote will live long in our fucking memories. You will own nothing and you'll be happy. Why own? You can just rent. Rent this little shoebox.
And Rogan's sitting there nodding his fucking head. It gets worse though. Oh, why am I so worked up? Because buried in this episode is one of the single biggest contradictions I've ever heard on JRE, and as you know, that's a very competitive field. At the end of this video, I'm going to lay this whole thing out and tie it all together for you, but first, we've got to pick up a few more of the pieces. By the way, if you like my content and you want to see more, check out the link in the description to my Patreon for my longer form uncensored content. If you like this video, you might like my recent video on the comedy Civil War.
We just hit our lowest birth rate in the United States.
Is it the lowest ever replacement rate?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. It was before, the last time we had actual replacement rate was before the Great Recession. And ever since then, this has gone off a cliff.
That's why we need immigrants.
Well, I mean,
Open the
actually,
border,
yes.
let 'em in.
Well, we do need some immigration.
Right.
You can't have a collapsing population because you use the argument, not you, but people could use the argument, they'll destroy our culture if we let in all these immigrants. And yes, of course, that would happen if you just let anyone in no matter what, uncontrolled. Sure. But I'm a big proponent of selective, high-skilled good proportional immigration. And I think, honestly, I think that's the more bipartisan issue, but I like some kind of immigration because we do need a growing job pool, specifically to maintain an economy so that people my age can retire. And if for every one working person, you have one person not working, the whole system breaks. And that's what we're starting to see in places like South Korea. So we can't become that. So if people aren't fucking, people aren't making babies, you got to bring some people in, but selective, high skilled.
So his argument is basically the birth rate is collapsing, we're heading the way of Japan and South Korea, and if you want an economy that still functions by the time you're old enough to retire, you need more people. Specifically, and he's very clear about this, highly skilled, well-educated immigrants, and you need policies attractive enough to make those educated people want to stay here, because otherwise you get something called brain drain, which, side note, is also the most accurate description of the Joe Rogan experience I've ever heard.
What gets scary is if you start fucking up an economy enough with really bad policies, you get brain drain and then immigration. So you see what happens in Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom.
Brain drain.
Yeah, educated people. They're the ones that are going to contribute to the tax base, create jobs, do higher skilled jobs, great doctors, everything's like that.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Caleb Hammer, but I'll get off podcast. I think outside of his little bubble of his show, he chats a lot of shit in it. I think when he's in his bubble, when he's on his home turf, talking to people who maybe spend too much money on OnlyFans, spend too much money on DoorDash, aren't doing enough me time or whatever else it may be. That's when he's in his wheelhouse. When he has to go out and do these podcast appearances and talk generally, he sounds like a fucking idiot. I'm not gonna lie. But when he's talking about practical finance, money management things, he sounds okay. He sounds intelligent. He sounds like he knows what he's doing. He sounds like he's giving good advice. But the moment he steps out of his comfort zone and starts talking in generalities and stuff, he does sound like a fucking idiot.
But they look around them, the economic policies have failed, so they come to the United States. We're actually starting to see something similar in LA right now with the wealth flight and brain drain. Though the net migration in LA is not looking the absolute worst, people that were contributing there.
Big up Josie, big up Black American. He is an idiot, AZ. Fair play. Big up Casual. I've seen this guy and I freaking hate him based on this. Fair play.
Moving away and providing to the tax base versus people that are coming in and aren't being true net contributors is becoming horrendous. And then if you're having immigration while that's happening, all you have left is just that. And all your high-skilled people went somewhere else. Same thing's happening in Canada. They become educated in Canada, and they go down to Silicon Valley for a high-paying job because they don't pay as well in Canada. But if we start reversing that with bad policies, you start looking a little more like LA, and their budget's not looking really good.
So these highly skilled, highly educated immigrants, you know, the doctors, the engineers, the lawyers, they're the ones creating the jobs, paying the most tax and carrying the whole economy. If you lose them, you become like LA or North Korea. I'm not here to tell you whether I agree with any of this. I'm just laying out his position cleanly so we can look at the whole thing at the end. So to sum up so far, declining birth rate, learn the lesson from Japan and Korea, and the fix is bring in highly skilled, well-educated immigrants to fill the important jobs, the doctors, the engineers, the tech gurus, you know, the high skill stuff.
There's a weird thing with degrees. Like, degrees means your value as an intellect, as a person who can think. You're a smart person. Like,
and I'm sorry, some of the wealthiest people in our country that have built the largest companies are college dropouts.
It's true.
Like,
Bill Gates.
I can't just fully respect the college degree only, especially when you can get the most bullshit degrees now. There's good degrees. There really are, but it's getting harder and harder to just respect it as a blanket statement.
No, you're absolutely making sense. And it's also education is so readily available. If you want to educate yourself, there's for just YouTube alone, you could kind of learn anything. You can get a high-quality education without ever stepping into a university.
Yeah.
Just with audiobooks, just with YouTube, there's so much knowledge, much more than any other time in human history. And also be in debt an insane amount of money because you're spending more money for that education than you're going to spend on anything else when you're fucking 18 years old. Like, what the fuck are you spending that kind of? Like, how much? Like, what's Harvard a year right now? How much per year?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know about this. I'd love to hear what he would say if his daughter said that. If Rogan's daughters told him they don't want to go to college and they want to just, I don't know, listen to fucking Call Her Daddy and get their education off of fucking Alex Cooper, I would love to hear what he had to say. He's giving all this advice, but if his own kids did this shit, he would be fucking furious. What the fuck is this?
Is Harvard? What is it, 50, 60?
I don't know.
Way more than that?
And this is where the entire thing falls apart, because now they start shitting all over university degrees. But let me be crystal clear. I actually agree that plenty of degrees out there are a waste of money. Everyone knows that. That part is true. But watch what they're actually doing, because it's a very specific trick called the Mott and Bailey fallacy. Here's how it works, right? So the Mott is the safe, defensible little claim. Some degrees are a bad investment. Nobody can argue with that. But then the Bailey is the fat, juicy claim they slip in your ass right after. University's a scam. Don't bother. Just learn it off YouTube. And the way you get away from the safe one to the stupid one is really simple. You only ever talk about the safe one, and you never actually scrutinize the initial claim because the supposed safe claim qualifies it. Basically, what I'm saying is, at no point do these guys mention engineering or law or medicine or nursing, the actual professional degrees. You know, the ones you can't learn from an audiobook. And why would they? Those jobs are for the imported skilled immigrants, remember? So, for all the Americans, don't bother with university, but also we desperately need educated professionals, so we'll just fly them in. You're not meant to put those two sentences next to each other. They're counting on you not to notice. And the cherry on top, the very first university that pops into Rogan's head, his go-to example is fucking Harvard. One of the most expensive, most prestigious institutions on the planet. It's not exactly your average university experience, if you know what I mean. That's the whole modern Bailey fallacy I was talking about. Grab the most extreme example you can find and use it to prove a general statement. And Rogan does this all the time. It's practically his entire show now. Here's the final piece of the puzzle, though.
There's a giant number of kids today that come out of the university system that think that communism is the solution.
Oh,
they
yeah. It's
genuinely believe in it.
Yeah,
it's very scary. First of all, how does that get enforced? How do you think it gets enforced? How does it work? Who tells the people that they have to give up their money and their property?
Yeah.
The fucking government. And then who's holding the military and the property? The government. Oh, so the people with the guns? You think that's a good idea?
It's never worked. I don't know why they're for it.
Ever. There's not even a mildly decent version of it out there that you can go, well, they're not as good as us, but it's not too bad.
And finally, university is dangerous because it's turning the kids into
communists.
Exactly. By the way, anyone who actually believes communism is the answer is a Fruit Loop. That's not what I'm about to say. But it's the same trick again. He pretends there are only two options on the table. Billionaires exploiting the working class on one side and full-on Soviet communism on the other, and there's nothing in between. There's no nuance, no middle ground or version of this where maybe the system could be a little bit fairer. They only deal in extremes. If we start taxing billionaires, then we're basically communists, right? I mean, right? That makes sense. This is the same man, by the way, who moved from fucking LA to Austin to dodge the tax on his Spotify money. Funny how that works, huh? All right, so let's actually lay all of this out. This is the full message from today's episode of Joe Rogan's Billionaire Experience. Renting is the new American dream. Owning property is just for the rich. We need immigrants for the skilled, educated jobs, and we need to keep taxes nice and low so those educated people don't leave. But
he's a pocket rocket, innit? He's a fucking pocket rocket, innit? He's a fucking pocket rocket, this guy, innit? It explains so much about him, and it really does. It really does explain a lot about him. He's a little pocket rocket, isn't he? He's like a little lanyard, isn't it? He's like a fucking lanyard. He's like a little fucking is it carabiner? He's built like a carabiner, mate. He's fucking built like a keyring, isn't it? You could hang him off your keyring, I swear to God. He's a little bag charm, that's what he is, mate. He's a little bag charm, little fucking MMA Labubu. He's a little jiu-jitsu Labubu, he is, mate. What the fuck?
For you, don't bother with university, just learn a trade or watch something on fucking YouTube, and whatever you do, do not let Caleb catch you in a drive-thru. And let's look a little closer at Caleb's model because it rests on this one single idea, that people on low and average incomes are simply bad with money and their spending habits are what's holding them back. Here's my thing with that, right? So I live in Australia in one of the most expensive housing markets on the planet, and there is an entire generation here and in the US as well, the UK, Canada, who cannot afford to live in the suburbs that we grew up in. The prices have gone completely off the charts here. Just to give you a really quick idea, the median full-time salary in Australia is around US 60K, around the same as in the United States, but the median house price is around US 650K versus US 400K in the US.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
right, the entire US housing market is just 6.5 times larger than Australia's with over 13 times the population. Yeah, it's that bad. So we're staring down a 40, 50-year working life, knowing that no matter what you do, you will never reach the standard of living you were raised in or the one your parents or grandparents enjoyed. And you're being told that to claw back even a fraction of that, you have to sacrifice basically everything. No holidays, eat out less, sell your car, catch the bus, share housing into your 30s or live in a fucking shoebox apartment. Give all of that up for a shot at a fraction of what the generation before you got as standard. That's the deal on the table. Who the fuck could possibly be motivated by that? So then, when these two look down on young people for taking a holiday or buying a car that's a little bit too nice, I honestly don't think that's as irrational as they're making it out, because discipline only makes sense if there's a prize at the end. And if the life your parents had is off the table no matter how good you are, then what exactly are you disciplining yourself for?
That's what I said the other day. That's what I said earlier today about the DoorDash thing. That's what I said earlier about the DoorDash thing, about these financial experts telling you to forsake your DoorDash and sacrifice that. For what? For what future? You're saving $4 a week by not buying Starbucks and making your own coffee at home. But what are you saving that $4 a week for? What is you saving it for when everything is so overpriced? What are you saving that $4 for when everything is overpriced? They need to make things worthwhile first of all, make them, within reason, and then go from there. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Big up Podcast Cringe, man. He killed that one. I'm not gonna lie. Big up Podcast Cringe. He absolutely killed that one. Big up Podcast Cringe. He absolutely killed that one. Cool. Let's go back to Brendan for a bit, or no? Should we go to Brendan for a bit? Should we go back to Brendan for a bit, or should we just move around and do King Azul? Let's do King Azul.
My wife.
Yeah, let's do King Azul, then we'll do Brendan.
What's Bob?
No, actually, let's do Bubba. Then we'll go back to Brendan. King Azul crashed out over losing everything, and this is the worst rant yet. Let's do that one, and then we'll switch back to Brendan.
Last time on the Alpha Male Universe.
A few months ago, me and my wife decided to separate.
Oh no.
We spoke about it like two adults. As you know, she was my best friend. She was my biggest supporter. I loved her dearly.
Damn, she ain't supporting now. Low is crazy. I do find it interesting how a lot of these alpha male red pill manners. Yeah, big up, casual.
I'm not saving anything. I'm buying whatever. I'm doing little payments here and there to my top YouTuber.
Yeah.
Rolling on the floor, laughing
Appreciate
emoji.
you. Big up, casual. Did you guys hear about what the Chinese kids do, allegedly? All these Chinese students, the international ones that come over, allegedly they come over here with especially in the UK, because there's a lot of rich ones here from in the part of London that I'm in. They come over to the UK, they come and study, they open up a bunch of credit cards, rack up a bunch of bills, and then once they graduate, they just go back home to work and stuff and live with no intention of paying off that credit card bill. So fucking gangster, innit? Allegedly, that's what a lot of them do. They just come here to study, open a bunch of credit cards, spend a bunch of money, live fucking lavishly while they're studying, And as soon as they graduate, they just go back home and completely forget about the bill. Chase them if you can. So fucking good.
I still love her. But there's bigger things in my life happening than me sitting around in a relationship with somebody. I gave up my life to save the youth. As you know, my son
I gave up my life to save the youth. So you gave up your marriage to save people that you don't know.
Was taken from me.
Welcome to the Alpha Male universe. Now in the last episode, the chinless lame Azule was complaining about how he had to give up on his own marriage to save the youth. I will repeat that once again if you think you misheard. He gave up on his wife so he could grift on Instagram. And that episode was honestly shocking, and it got even crazier when we found out she's getting stretched out by a new man just weeks after they separated. The whole thing has gone from bad to worse with this now newly dropped video where he is trying to get some sympathy from people because he was court ordered to stay away from his son. Yikes. It is just awful here. So you know what? Let's get in the flow state and get this show on the road.
9 years ago today, my son was born. Now this might be a little bit of a longer video than I usually make, but I want you guys to hear this. It was the most precious thing in my life. I remember when he first came out and I held him in my arms and I looked at him and I said, what a fragile little thing. I'll never leave his sight. I'll never go away from him. I'll be there forever. But about 3 years ago, I realized that I was losing in the courts. And his mother, she didn't hesitate to take him away from me because I didn't want to continue a relationship with her. I met her and just a few weeks after that, she got pregnant. I didn't think it was going to be the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with, so I didn't. I spoke up, and it is what it is. She ended up getting very upset. I didn't want to stay with her forever. And she decided to...
This didn't go that way. I don't believe this version of the story. I don't believe this version of his events. It did not go this way. I did not believe it went this way. I did not believe this is how it all played out. He's definitely omitting some details of the story. He's definitely leaving out some parts.
Pretty much kidnap him from me. Now look, I'm not coming at her for anything. Because when people do things, it's actually not them. It's God. God has a plan for everybody.
God.
And if she did something, she was just God's messenger. So I'm actually not upset with her. At some point in time I was.
Forever stoic and calm and chill. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
But later I understood.
I cannot believe that this guy is using his son to try to get some sympathy from people. And I know some people are going to say that's just mean. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't. Considering what we know about this guy, the stolen valor, him lying about everything, his criminal history, I have no reason to feel bad.
You have a gun?
Look at that guy. Don't believe a word.
Yeah. He doesn't have the most trustworthy face in the world, does he? He's not the most trustworthy looking guy in the world, is he?
For this guy. So he wants to characterize it as kidnapping, but he actually had a multi-year legal battle in the state of Ohio. That is what happened. And that case is sealed. We're never going to know what happened, okay? But the courts in Ohio believed they found it credible to give all the custody to the mother. Okay, and there had to be some very serious things going on because...
And the case is sealed too. What the fuck did he do, man? The case is sealed. What the fuck did he do?
Because that is wild, to lose total custody to your son and be prohibited from contacting them. No, something definitely happened that was really bad. But guess what? He's not going to talk about it. He's just going to use this as sympathy.
That everything comes from God, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I can tell you that I had the hardest time losing him. I used to take him with me to the gym. I used to go everywhere with him, play in the park, swim in the pool. I used to bathe him. I used to wake up every 2 hours to feed him, warm up the bottle. He was my world. And when he took my world away from me, something else happened. Something that I can't even explain. I became untouchable. There was two choices. One, I die, or two, I become stronger than ever before. You should never be a victim. You should always know that you're here as a warrior. And those are just battle scars. And 3 years ago, I got on the internet. So he will know who his dad is. So one day he will be my fan and say to his mom, I want to be like King Azulai. And his mom's going to look at him. She's going to have to say, son, you will. Because that's your real father.
Okay, so in the past, we have discovered multiple.
Everything's like from a movie, isn't it? Every scene that these guys live is like a son, that is your real father. She'll probably say, son, that bitch ass nigga's your dad.
Times the princess LARPing as some random movie character, and the vibe I'm getting, maybe you can comment down below, is that he is trying to like live some Darth Vader Luke Skywalker dynamic. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. I cannot comprehend it. I cannot make that clear enough to you watching this video, that this man, considering everything we know, would use his son in an attempt to make his reputation better. I find that incredibly weird, and I think that this is some attempt to maybe skirt around whatever the court ordered, because he is not able to be in contact with his son.
Wow.
I want to make that very, very clear. It's very different from losing total custody. Now you also add on that dynamic. There was something that sinister happened. There was something not right that happened, and he's not going to mention it.
Hey, son, you will, because that's your real father. When she took him away, she met another guy. She removed the Jewish middle name that I gave him and put that guy's first name as my son's middle name.
Jesus
and
Christ.
she took his last name that I gave him, Azulai, and removed it and put her boyfriend's last name.
Yo, what the fuck did you do, bro? That's not normal. That is not normal. What the fuck did you do that the mother of your child is removing any trace of you from your son? The middle name, the surname. What the fuck did he do in those sealed court documents that would make the mum do all that? He must have done something. He must have done something really fucked up for her to be that fucking spiteful, to go to that extreme, to wipe any trace of you from the son that you have. You did something really fucked up. He must have did something. That's why he's not mentioning it either, because that's not normal. She removed your middle name, the surname, everything. So there's no trace of you being there's no trace of you being that kid's dad apart from, you know, early memories and birth certificates. He must have some fucked up shit.
They're married, which I'm glad that happened. At least I know my son is not going to see different guys coming in and out. But at the same time, I have to do everything to earn him back. And I'm making these videos so one day he'll be able to look back and see that all of this was for him. Men go through a lot. We really do. We go through a lot of suffering. I've learned something, and I've learned it through a lot of personal experiences. A woman will destroy a whole family for her happiness. And
FYI, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you, Black America. Thank you. Black American always looking out for the men, always thinking about the men like Jordan Peterson. Black American out here always thinking about the men like Jordan Peterson. We love to see it. We love to see it.
Man will destroy his happiness for his whole family. That's just how we are built. And I know on the internet some of you guys see me as the bad guy. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I act strong.
I'm not sure why.
You got muscles, tattoos, a beard.
What about
but
the
I
rape?
want you to see that when I was a little boy, I was a blonde little guy with long hair, and everybody thought I was a girl.
Oh, so now it's our fault. It's our fault for not liking this guy. Oh, considering what we know about his criminal record, considering that he lied on all of our names and said we hired a sicario to get his mom. Yeah, do you guys remember that shit? And then he would write those weird fantasy emails to himself talking about how his mom would be defiled to such a point where she would soil herself every day. That's a thing that happened in the alpha male universe. I want people to understand how sick this guy is in the head, that he would write some weird fantasy about his mom being taken out and saying that was you. I can't even speak properly right now. I'm getting so pressed just talking about this shit. But hey, it's your fault that you don't like the princess.
I was a blonde little guy with long hair, and everybody thought I was a girl. I was the sweetest little boy, just like my son. But I've been through a lot, and I've been betrayed many, many times. And most of the times it was by women. But I never gave up my hopes. I still look for love. I still look for the right one. And today, the woman that will stand by my side has to represent me. I'm no longer a normal guy. I can't just be with anybody. She has to really represent me.
All right, so let me rehash your memory since we last talked about this 7 minutes ago, okay? I know the brain rot is real and we tend to forget, but this guy is saying that he is still looking for the right one and that it was women who mostly betrayed him in his life. Guys, he gave up his marriage so he could grift. You betrayed your wife. What are you talking about, you lame? And that you're still looking for the right one? You had your wife and you dumped her ass to grift. Oh my God. I just had to point that out.
A normal guy. I can't just be with anybody. She has to really represent me. And I also understand why God took away from me my son. He took from me one son and granted me 1 million. 1 million. That's how many kids all around the world look up to me, if not in the millions. See me as a father figure. See me as an older brother. Unc. You guys don't know the pain I go through. You don't know the suffering. You don't know what's going on with me. And that's also the price we pay. As strong men, no one has ever asked me how I'm doing. Ever. Nobody cared. Because I'm strong, I can handle anything. They come to me for strength. That's a sad truth, but it is what it is. God will make you strong, and at the end of the day, everybody's gonna believe that no matter what, you are completely fine. Doesn't matter how many people stab you in the back. Doesn't matter how many times you fail, you fall, you crash. They believe that you're perfectly fine. So I want you guys to know.
Who actually believes this guy is perfectly fine? We have known since day one this guy was a weirdo when we stumbled upon him in our weird discovery zone of the AMU, right? We've always known this guy is off his ass, but to think that a replacement for his son is some random Instagram troll comment that says, "Unc, you're a real one."
Fine. So I want you guys to know, in the next year, I will do everything in my power to become the most famous person on the planet.
What?
So I can use that influence and help people and help the youth become better.
What are you saying, bro?
In 24 months, I will become a billionaire. So I could take that money and feed orphans and take care of them and give them better education and housing. And in 10 years, I will go up for president.
You know how I just said literally 30 seconds ago he's getting more delusional by the second? What?
I will go for I will go for president. Of what country, bro? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
The fuck is going on? He now believes he is going to be a billionaire in 2 years and that he's eventually going to be the president? Oh my God. Guys, I need you to understand. My brain is rotting from the inside out hearing this shit. If it wasn't for how awesome the community is, I would have quit this a long time ago. You guys keep me going because there's just no way. A billionaire and a president, you got me fucked up.
And I want this video to exist so everybody knows my plan. And when I do it, just like I said 3 years ago, I was going to become the man that I am today. You will see this 10 years from today. When I become the president of the United States, you guys can laugh now, but you'll have something to look at to remind yourself that when King Azula says he's going to do something, he does it, and he never gives up.
I don't even know how to...
I don't know what the fuck this guy's on about, mate. What's the update on him? What's the update? It's war. King Azul just made the worst mistake of his life. What's the update? Let me see. What's the update about? Let's quickly go through the update. Big up, Baba.
You know, my whole life, I trained to stay calm enough so I could avoid war. But at the same time, I've prepared myself in case I entered it, I could finish it. That is the beauty of a man. Takes a real stoic man to understand this.
That is the beauty of a man. Suspect that.
And I'm telling you guys, I've learned how to fight so I wouldn't need to fight. So I won't fight. But now I want to fight everybody. I guess there's times that the world no longer needs a hero, but what it needs is a monster.
Welcome back to the Alpha Male universe. So instead,
these guys really think they're like living in a movie, innit? Like they're the hero. They really took that phrase or that saying that Rogan about being the hero of your movie too literally.
Instead of just leaving the internet, instead of admitting fault, Princess Azule has decided to wage war once again on everyone who stretched his shit out and exposed him for the monster that he is. Now, he's calling people out left and right, and we're going to talk all about it. But the last time we had this rodeo, the war time with the princess, it didn't end well for him. I mean, people showed up to the hotel like Peaky Blinders, and he called the cops on people. Now, I'm going to tell everyone, don't show up. Do not throw away your freedom just to troll an alpha male, okay? But the Bubba army is eclipsing 55,000 strong shortly, and he's not ready for what's gonna happen next. So let's stretch out this chinless lame together and get this show on the road.
I'd like to speak about a few people really quick. Supposedly they're influencers, but I call them bottom feeders. They are the shit of the internet.
I'm always shocked how many people let me into their mansions, considering I've got 58 felonies on my record.
When you watch them, not influencers, what they do is unbelievable because they're so good at capturing the attention of the weak. They're preying on the weak, getting you to watch hateful content. And with that content that you're watching, you're actually taking away all of your time, destroying your life, not being productive, not doing anything with the gifts that God has given you. And at the end of the day, what do? You walk around the earth angry, upset, and believing their lies.
All right, little bro, we get it. You're in a Rolls Royce. How far do you have to crank your neck and talk so unnaturally so we see that you're in a rented Rolls Royce? Well, that's not really that important, right? I just wanted to point it out. But he is basically repeating a trope that we constantly see here in the AMU, and that is basically this. If you watch these videos, you hate yourself, you hate life, and you just basically are stuck in a cycle of self-hatred. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's so annoying whenever they say it. It is not that deep. They are swole cow. They're here to be laughed at. They're here to be exposed.
I like swole cow, by the way. That's a good one. Instead of low cow, they call them swole cow. That's really good.
And that's what's going on. I mean, most of the time, I bet you people are watching his videos while taking a dump. It's really not that serious. I will never take my work that serious, right? I have fun with these videos, but there is a very special time and opportunity to expose true monsters like Azule, and that's what I'm going to do when I have some free time. So you know what? Let's stretch him out. Let's continue to watch, and let's go.
Things like this never happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. But all of a sudden today with the internet, there's a lot of idiots on the internet that are watching other morons and believing them. Well, let's talk about these people. And let me show you how your heroes are just a bunch of little... And they ain't never gonna do nothing except make the next lousy video about King Azule, the most interesting man on the planet. And I'm talking about Johnny Bravo, the little... I'm talking about JD Delay, the guy that put mayonnaise up his ass. We'll talk about that in the video. We're going to talk about Greg Douchebag Doucette, the little midget who's been... Oh yeah, the fourth one. Tough Enough. The organization that invited me to come promote them and then had me taken out for a reason that I will expose. And I won't just expose the organization. I'll expose everything that happened from the beginning until the end. So you guys will know exactly the truth. But
this guy is so...
Why is he doing this again? Why is he wanting to expose everybody? Because no one believes him. Because he wants to prove that he's an alpha because he's bigger than the others. Like, what? I don't know. Whatever.
Delusional that he doesn't understand that all of the content creators that made a video about him, they don't have S-crime convictions on their record. So even if JD Delay, he smothered up his booty with mayos, is that the same thing as an S-crime conviction? No reasonable person would ever say that. I have no idea what JD Delay does in the bedroom. That's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. That has no comparison to stolen valor. That has no comparison to lying like crazy about so many different things. That doesn't compare to a criminal conviction as to what we all know about.
You guys will know exactly the truth. But you know me, I like to wait. I like when there is chaos and people talking about me. And
he's full of so much shit, this guy. He's full of so much fucking shit. It's quite impressive, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I like how much he believes what he's saying. That's what I like about him the most. I like that he fully believes what he's saying.
Coming into my comments and giving me engagement. But once it's calm, I'm not enjoying it. I need the storm again. So while I'm sitting here in my $500,000 vehicle with my $100,000 AP and my $12 million home and everybody wishes they were me, I'm gonna make a quick video just for you to see who's the real of the internet. It's time for war. King Azule forgives, but King Azule doesn't forget. The ones that did me wrong, I guarantee you.
Whatever. Let's go back to Brendan. Fuck King Azule. Let's go back to Brendan for a bit. Oh, wrong one. That's me sleeping. We don't want that. Let's get off the screen.
That's tough.
Tough fight.
That's tough.
Tough fight because he doesn't possess.
Not for Islam.
No,
For
but
him.
For Ian Machado Gary, it's a tough fight because he doesn't possess that thing that to beat Islam, you have to have one shot knockout power, like flying knee, big right hand, big left hooks. You need something in the arsenal
catch 'em.
where you can turn their lights out. If you by chance Islam fucks up, you can turn his lights out. He doesn't really possess that kind of power. So you're gonna outpoint Islam for 25 minutes. It's gonna be tough.
And avoid the takedown.
But again, you saw him get Shavkat, did pretty fucking fair outing. Shavkat wrestles ass off.
Was that a short notice fight too?
I don't think so.
No?
You had a short notice kick today.
I could have swore he had a short notice against Shavkat. Look that up.
I'm looking it up, dog.
Yeah.
No, on short notice.
Ooh. That sounded a little bit spicy. Was that me? That sounded a bit spicy. Nick says to Chin, look that up. Chin says, I'm looking that up, dog. Was that a little bit spicy? Was that a little bit cheeky from Nick as well? Look that up. Didn't say please. He just said look that up to Chin.
No?
You had a short notice kick today.
I could have swore he had a short notice against Shavkat. Look that up.
I'm looking it up, dog.
Was that a little bit cheeky? Was that a little bit spicy? Was that a little bit fucking cheeky or spicy, or am I reading too much into that? Look that up, dog. I'm looking that up. No please, no thank you, no jokes, no like softness in his voice.
Notice kick today.
I could have swore he had a short notice against Shavkat. Look that up.
I'm looking it up, dog.
Yeah.
No, on short notice.
I'm looking it up, dog. Little bit of metal there, little bit of spice, little bit of needle, look a bit.
Notice. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You have a gun?
Yeah, big up.
Chin needs to check little guy.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to remind him who's who. He needs to remind him how long he's been there.
And he still gave him a pretty good challenge for short notice fight.
Shavkat's no joke, especially then. Now,
Yeah. Ian's kind of like one of those.
He's super game.
He's like a Volk in his prime, where he would be willing to just step in no matter what.
He's tough to beat. Like, it's not going to be an easy fight for Islam. I don't think so at all. It's just, I just don't see how Ian Machado Gary in 25 minutes outpoints Islam and doesn't get taken down and controlled. And because, again, he doesn't have what Morales has or even what Proctus has, where if, that flying knee or that big right hand lands, this thing's over. He just doesn't possess that, which is an issue. That's the only way you're going to beat Islam.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, or like someone like Volkanovski in their first fight, who was able to at least stick with him in the grappling. You know, like someone like that who could actually like challenge him in the grappling.
Yeah, and get back up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if Ian Machado Gary's getting back up.
And Volk kind of nullified Islam's grappling.
Big time.
Like, even whenever he'd get his back, there was nothing Islam could do.
He was smart.
I don't think that Machado has that.
It's a tough fight. I'm rooting for Islam. I'm sorry, I'm rooting for Ian Machado Gary.
I was going to say, are you?
Yeah, I'm rooting for Machado. What else you got, Chin?
Your boss got Chin.
All right.
I can't believe Ben Askren's competing. That's so
Jesus Christ, we're still going back to this. Come on, fast forward.
Want to just start with this?
What was it? What is it? Chin?
Sure.
Go for it.
Play the clip. This pissed me off.
One of the most impressive human beings that I've ever met in my life. I mean, you and I talked a little earlier. I like killers. I like Michael Jordan. I like Tyson. I like Carl Icahn and these type of guys. And Mark Zuckerberg might be the biggest killer I've ever met in my life. This guy is, what I love about him is the amount of money and success that he's had has not even slowed him down a bit. It's just more, what's next. And
sounds
fascinating.
exhausting.
There's some stuff going on here in the UFC that I guarantee you I don't know about right now. There isn't anything that goes on in any of those businesses.
Pause it.
He doesn't know.
Really? Because he went on Rogan, and when they were talking about suppressing information when it comes to.
Oh my god, it's so old news. He's still going on about this, man. Oh my god, he's still going on about this suppressing of the information for the Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp. It's moved on politically. Everyone's basically apolitical now on these platforms. It's not what it once was. He's still going on and on and on about this, man. God almighty. Maybe he's a bit annoyed he didn't really milk it as much as he probably should have. But shut up with all this fucking talk. Oh god. Please, for the love of God.
To Trump or comes to COVID, he went, I don't know. I was even behind that. So which is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because when he went on Rogan, he's like, yeah, man, can you? And then Rogan, Brian too, vouched for him like, but you run such a big business. How could he be on top of everything? Well, hold on. He's supposed to be this amazing killer. He was responsible for suppressing information on Facebook and was taking funding from Biden to make sure the information was suppressed. But now he's not responsible for that. Takes no accountability. So which is it? And killer, our definition of killer is completely different. When you reference motherfucking Mike Iron Tyson and Michael Jordan and Mark Zuckerberg in the same sentence, oh, we can't be fucking friends, dude. And we were doing so well. I would support Dana. I love what they're doing, UFC freedom. Fuck, dude.
You guys were this close to being friends again.
Oh, man, and they fucked it up. It's like when you start dating a hot...
Never ever happening, by the way. He does it jokingly because he hopes it will happen. It's never happening. Nathan's never going to be your friend.
Hot chick, and then the sun hits her face just right, and you see she has a fucking blonde mustache. Like, fuck. You fucked it up. We were going to get married. Your mustache fucked it up. You look like Hulk Hogan in the sun. You fucked it up. This is
so funny. So funny.
What is he a killer in? Views?
But also, what's he a killer in fucking algorithms? But then also, remember Dana and him are in cahoots together. Like, remember the Apex called the Meta Apex?
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
and then the refs had the glasses on too, which was
the
weird.
Meta glasses, and then the fighters wear the Meta glasses. Don't get twisted. This is smart business by Dana sucking him off.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Jesus Christ.
He suppresses all this information. He's this big cuck. He's pushing all this weird trans shit on Facebook and gay pride.
Is he though? Is he pushing this stuff there, or do those people just exist and you don't want to see it?
All this shit and COVID and making sure that no information gets out and all this shit. And then he gets on TRT and starts wearing a gold chain or something. Like, no, he's cool, man. He's one of us. You got me fucked up.
Be careful. It's Pride Month.
It is Pride. Pride FC.
Mm-hmm.
This is so wild to me. But again, he's paying a lot of the Facebook pays a lot of money. Meta pays a lot of money towards the UFC. So of course, he's just like Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan. God damn it.
Unmistakable. Uncanny.
They're the same guys. Here's that Kobe mentality. He stole the idea from two twins in fucking college. Figure it out.
Fuck up your algorithm till you love me.
Yeah. I don't. That's so bizarre. But again, he's paying a lot of money towards the UFC.
Okay.
I get it. That's the game.
No, you don't. You don't get it.
Okay, so last week we talked about Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway selling out, but then it was like that, at one tier, right? But now it says that once the actual main tickets went on sale, they sold out within 240 seconds. So like 4 minutes.
This comment says it's not sold out. I'm on Ticketmaster right now. Go to Ticketmaster, Chin.
How long is that going to take? How long is that going to take?
Master Chin.
How long is that going to take? Chin going to Ticketmaster.com.
I do think it's funny where there's this narrative of the UFC's dying. It's never the same. Conor coming back.
You're the one that always says it's dying. Half of his video clips on his channel, the title's like, is the UFC dead? Is it over? You're the one that's always talking about it. Is this narrative? You're the one that sets the fucking narrative.
That's not a big deal. UFC being at the White House isn't a big deal. Watch the numbers the fucking UFC White House does. Watch the numbers Conor does. So we're on Ticketmaster right now. Holy shit, $1,500.
That's for the cheapest, right? Yeah.
Okay, what do you got to say now, fuck motherfucker? What do you got to say now?
Resale tickets. So it is.
Yeah. But does that mean it's so? If you go to the UFC, Chin, not Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster's just.
You said go to Ticketmaster, dude.
Well, go to
UFC
where you
Network.
can buy tickets, not reselling of the tickets.
Jesus Christ. Calm down, Chin. It's not like an exam. I think Chin is feeling under pressure. It's not a test. Okay, Ticketmaster didn't have the price he wanted on there. Just check somewhere else, innit? Check the UFC. Maybe they've got an official Ticketmaster partner they're working with. So maybe you can get another version of just like, God damn it, Chin. You said to go to Ticketmaster. Got so angry. Calm down, bro.
But does that mean it's so? If you go to the UFC, Chin, not Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster's just.
You said go to Ticketmaster, dude.
Well, go to
UFC
where you
Network.
can buy tickets, not reselling of the tickets.
He's so mad. And look at Nick. Nick's doing his own research too next to him. Nick's trying to find out his own solution so that he can tell Brendan and Brendan could love him again and he could be his favourite. Chin is doing the exact same thing that Brian's doing. He's trying to prove his worth. He's trying to prove his worth.
The UFC?
Can you get tickets at UFC?
I'm on the arena's website. Let's see. Looks like a lot of seats open. This is on AT&T, the T-Mobile Arena, their website. Tickets ranging from 1,500 to 92,000.
See, but that's resale. I don't think that.
The T-Mobile Arena. That's where they're fighting.
Damn, Chin just went to T-Mobile.
Hold on, dog.
He's paying his bill right now.
Yeah, what are you looking for a cell phone service, Chin?
Oh, they're laughing at him.
T-Mobile, they're trying to sell me a new iPhone.
They're laughing at him. Oh no, they're laughing at him. He's getting mocked.
CC Geek, none of that's gonna.
He's under
work.
pressure now.
Literally just type in Conor McGregor versus Holloway buy tickets on Google.
Well, you're on T-Mobile Arena here, so you could just, if you go to events.
Hold on, doggy, chill.
Chin's getting flustered. Chin's getting flustered. He's not liking this. He's not liking all the instructions. He's not liking all the conflicting instructions. Chin's getting flustered. He's fucking hating this.
Versus Holloway buy tickets on Google.
All right, chill.
Well, you're on T-Mobile Arena here, so you could just, if you go to events.
Hold on, doggy, chill.
There you go.
There it is. Buy tickets.
It takes so long. He's so shit at using the computer.
You can get premium seating.
Yeah, because when it says sold out, if it is.
Those are all the open
Yeah,
seats.
Ticketmaster again.
The blue?
Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster again.
It's not even sold out Octagon side yet.
Jesus Christ, man. Surprising.
So unavailable. Scroll out, Chin. So the royal blue, wow, there's a lot of tickets left. I wonder why they're saying that.
There's plenty of, I mean,
They're so expensive.
Hold on.
Chin again, getting flustered.
See, so you can't buy them.
That's single ticket. So if you click on it, Chin, you can buy that one.
Check out right there. Get yourself a
Oh,
ticket.
wait, there's a bunch of tickets sold.
They sold a lot. But there's still plenty.
I get my
there's-
blues
Create a damn
confused.
account. I'm not gonna do that shit. So
Yeah, I wouldn't
Well,
do
you don't have
that,
to
Chin.
actually buy a ticket.
Either way, they sold a ton of
just to
tickets.
see how far it goes.
But I don't
actually
think
buy
it's
it.
No, those blue where you click. So if you click it,
Okay. What about the blue?
all those blue ones are still open on that one.
Okay.
No, yeah,
dark
but
blue.
look how many are sold, Nick. So
It is pretty good.
Dick.
It's great. This far out. Scroll to another section, Chin. There's so many tickets sold, and those tickets are the minimum price there is $4,000 and they're fucking sold out.
How much is
Who's
a nosebleed?
paying for this?
Check the nosebleed section. I want to see how much a nosebleed ticket is.
Even those are so. Dude, this thing's damn near sold out.
1,800 for a nosebleed ticket. Ooh.
It's not allowed. Hold on.
Nice bit dead air here. Nice
Dude,
bit
I'm not
dead
sure how
air.
this works. It says no, please.
Not
adjust
sure how it
your
works. Not
selection.
sure how it works.
Because saying seats must be purchased in continuous blocks.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Let's see how far it goes.
Okay, so far it goes.
$5,000 for 3 tickets.
I would never pay that to see anybody fight. Would you?
Dude, every
You
day,
would be.
bean
You
cheese,
could be
bean
fighting.
cheese, bean
and I-
cheese, bean cheese.
Yo, big up, Chris Mack. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for being a member for 17 months. Big up, Chris Mack. Appreciate it, brother. Big up, Chris Mack. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support.
I'd be like, I'm gonna watch from home.
Yeah, you'd be like, how much tickets? $5,000. Yeah, I'm staying home. I get it.
I'd go. Can you get me tickets? No. I'll watch from the house.
Is that the highest price ticket of all time besides the White House? I don't want to see
tickets off is like that. It's
luxury
crazy.
seating.
Luxury seating. Some of them said $92,000.
Dude, Michael Jackson could come out of the grave and be next door, and I wouldn't pay.
With the Beatles.
Oh, and Kurt Cobain playing bass. I wouldn't pay that money to see it. People are like, Conor's not even a draw. After all the shit he's done outside the octagon, people can't stand him. Really? Because
Is there anybody
pretty fucking sold out?
What's great, after all that, he's still a bigger draw than anybody?
There's no one.
Anybody?
Think about Rhonda, Gina, Nate, Mike Perry, Francis. They couldn't sell this many tickets.
No, Rhonda was trying to sell tickets like a comedian that's only doing one-nighters. She's
selling
like, hey,
tickets
make
like
sure you
Brian
guys
Callen.
get your tickets. And
She
sign up
kept
for
getting
email
on there.
list.
She's like, hey, y'all. She was doing like those stitches and stuff. What up, y'all?
Yeah.
Tickets, $88. You ain't seen Conor being like, hey, fam, tickets are $88.
There's only $92,000 tickets left.
Hey, do you and your two buddies want to come? It's $94,000. That's crazy.
That has to be, even to get those kind of tickets, you got to be like, I bet you it's something.
I'd like to smack Nick and see what he does.
You'd be like, whoa, buddy, whoa. Let me get my wrist wraps first. You'd be like, whoa, give me a minute. Let me get my wrist wraps. First.
Your company has to get, because who's buying that?
Or you got to be just rich as
fucking rich.
You know how much extra bro, that's a car.
That's like for like businesses. Because even like if you're rich, your money guy is going to be like, come on, man, $92,000 for a ticket.
And you're going, it's Conor.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me. Good for him.
Check that floor ticket.
Yeah, I checked that floor seat, Chin. Quit going to those bullshit ones. Chin, buddy.
Hold on, I just created the account.
Keep buying tickets, man.
Chin bought
We're
17
stealing
tickets already.
so many fans.
Now we have to go because Chin spent all his money.
Oh, now you can put your ticket information in.
Yeah, so that's so you can buy.
Yeah. Now go back. I want to see luxury.
That's wild, dude.
Release the tickets.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face, dude. Where?
Go to the floor C. 8,000 for the floor there.
So 16,000 total.
But on the floor, go back to on the floor C. How much of AX premium?
Oh, the premium seats are different though. I don't know what that comes with.
Would you rather attend this or the Super Bowl this year?
This.
No.
Which one, bro?
My Cowboys aren't going to make it, so it doesn't matter.
Cowboys are never.
Not in my fucking
Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I like the Cowboys because I'm in Texas now, but I'm Broncos till the day I die, and then Rams.
No, because my dad hated the Jets and the Giants, being a New Yorker growing up. And back then, you'd only have like 3 channels on TV. So Roger Staubach was playing quarterback on the other channel on America's team.
That's
so
why I like the Cubs, because in Colorado, we didn't have the Rockies at the time, so we only had WGN. So you had the Cubs game. So I'd rush home and watch Ryan Sandberg.
Sure you did.
I was born into the Aikman, Emmett Smith era.
I liked them too as a kid.
Yeah.
Just fucking Nick.
But after that, it was like,
shut up,
we're
Nick.
done.
Shut up, Nick.
And Dak is at the helm now. Wow, that's cool. Let's move on. She's like, hold on, let me keep looking at these tickets.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
once I actually created the account, you can buy it, but it's like.
But there's not
very,
many.
very,
The
very
point is,
little.
there's not many left at all.
No.
Now that headline's a little weird.
So this is a day ago. Maybe they're still referring to the one that they were talking about before.
Yeah.
Unless some people gave up. Can you give up their tickets?
Well, they buy them and then they resell them, so it's still available, but it is sold out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Good for them. What's this, Jen?
This is the podcast you're talking. Hold on. You know the podcast you're talking about with Jorge Masvidal and Dustin Poirier? This was what Dustin Poirier is saying about Conor and Max.
Dustin Poirier weighed in on Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway and wondered if the two stars would actually stand and trade if the fight reaches a legendary point-down moment. The possibility alone has fans imagining one of the wildest exchanges in UFC history. Do they stand and bang? 1 month.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on that? Do you think Conor goes for that, whether he's winning or losing?
Chin trying really hard to get back into Brendan's good books of the UFC set.
Sorry.
You know the the Max Holloway point down thing?
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds?
Mid podcast, Brendan's just texting on his phone.
Sorry.
You know the Max Holloway point down thing?
Yeah.
Last 10 seconds? Do you think Conor does that? Winning or losing,
That's
would
not
he do?
Conor's style.
That's also such a game time decision. It all depends on
But it's
how
also
he's feeling.
kind of played out. It's not original. Conor's an original. I don't see him doing that. I maybe to like a Hail Mary, like let's say he's just getting pieced up, he's not getting finished, And then at the very end, he's like, fuck it, Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet Holloway obliged him.
So if Connor's losing, you think he would actually do it?
Yeah. But Connor's original, so I don't see him really doing that. Unless, again, caution the wind, he's getting pieced up. He's like, well, fuck it, I have puncher's chance.
What's your 1 out of 10 rating for this fight? Like, what's Connor's chances? 50-50? 5 out of 10?
Connor's chances, 2 out of 10.
Really? I'm giving him 4 or 5. I think it's 50-50.
Okay. Definitely not 50-50.
Great to hear.
No?
That long of a layoff coming after that injury. Max Holloway's been active.
Interesting you saying that, to be fair. Brendan was a #1 fucking Conor McGregor nut hugger. Now he's skeptical.
Get in there with killers.
I'll go as low as 4. 4 out of 10 chance.
I'll meet you at 3.
Yeah?
3 out of 10.
Yo, big up Josie. Yeah, of course. The chat's always up. The chat is always up. Unless maybe I need to edit something. Because sometimes if you edit a clip, if you edit the stream and remove, like, I don't know, some copyrighted music, it usually takes away the chat. But usually I'll leave the chat up. The chat should be there.
Be fucking awesome. I love Max. But
unless it's blocked or something, I have to edit something. But it usually is there.
Connor's held a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I root for Conor. Those fuckboys are like, yo, he's washed. He's not back. It's like, man, he's sold out better than anybody's done in a hot second. Probably since he's been back.
Oh, yeah.
Mystic Mac.
All right, this is from UFC Stats.
That's my thing. I haven't seen any footage on Conor.
Is this some sparring footage?
Just this little bit of sparring footage, and then there was some.
If Conor wins, he will be like called IT.
Yeah, exactly. God, exactly. Even though he's being all sitting on the fence and whatever, unsure and whatever, unconvinced. You know, he's definitely jump on the hype train. If Conor wins, he's definitely going to jump on the hype train.
Where he was some grappling footage I've seen.
I don't want to see any grappling. Oh, did I say 3? Bump it up to 8. Bump it up to 8. We back, baby. It's Mystic Mac. It's a Mystic Mac summer, motherfucker.
I watched this playback of this versus his footage from 10 years ago. He was a lot lighter on the feet 10 years ago. A lot lighter. But he still looks good.
He looks pretty good. It'd be so good for the UFC in business if he wins.
Can you imagine a second run?
That's an understatement.
Uh-huh.
Could you imagine a world, and this is fucking La La Land, can you imagine a world where he beats Max Holloway and they give him a fight with Islam and he beats Islam?
Well, that's what I was about to say.
We're going fucking sizzler.
If that happens, do you put him in the top 5 fighters of all time? Has to be, right?
Of course. He's already top 5 in my heart.
In your heart, but in your brain.
In my brain? No, he's not that. Yeah, it depends.
I think if he did have a comeback this late in life or resurgence, I'll put him in. Yeah, I put him in.
Fuck yeah. Especially the
Who's your top 5? So you got GSP. Let's see.
Anderson
Silva, Connor. John Jones.
Always going to be.
Look at Chin. I'm about to say, look at Chin just sitting there, not being involved. Look at Chin. You got involved in the end. Look at Chin.
Let's see.
Anderson
Silva, Connor. John Jones.
Always going to be in his.
John Jones. That's 3.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. That's 4.
Look at Chin. Just look at him. Look at Chin. Just look at Chin out there. A strange individual, man. What a strange. Just look at him. Just look at how he sat. Just look at him. Look at him. Oh my god. Let me quickly check something. I want to check Kick. I want to see what the Crash Out Boys are doing. What are the Crash Out Boys doing? Let me quickly check out the Crash Out Boys. What are they on? What the fuck is ghetto shit? What's the Crash Out Boys doing right now?
Nah, fact. Real shit.
Right now? Where? Where he got combo.
What is that?
Fucking, I'm about to try to side your bitch ass.
Down the block and all that.
I'm about to side him.
He's like, he knocking out on live. That's how he found out that I was knocking out. So it was my bad.
I can't fuck about to side him.
But just the way he did it, nigga, if you gonna be a robber, something like that's crazy. And then look what he done.
Okay, good shot,
Dumbass nigga Dior moved the camera.
Block one, give him one. Why?
This is where chin should be. 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 On a boat with some fucking bum bum bum.
No, AB, come on.
That's what chin should be. That's where chin should be.
Okay. Hold on.
That's where chin should be, isn't it?
Hey, don't start so you can't finish, baby. We gonna go in the room.
That's where chin should be. This is where chin should be.
That's how you feeling?
Jesus Christ. This is where chin should be. Where the fuck is chin? Chin should be here. This is where chin should be. Where the fuck is chin?
Oh, no. Hey, we caught you.
I nicked the ball.
Hey, did you nick it though?
Go ahead.
Combo. Yeah.
You'll miss this though.
I know because right here, so I gotta hit like right there.
You'll still miss this.
Easy. Go. Ooh, stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me. No, boy. Can you scoot over, AB? Thank you. My brother. Thank you.
Where you going?
Over here.
What are the Crash Out Boys doing? What are the Crash Out Boys doing? Nothing crazy, looks like. Nothing crazy. Looks like they're having a good time. Looks like they're having a good time. Looks like they're having a good time.
Nigga, right here, gang.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
Kids hard. That was just a last year cake.
No.
Not the bottom.
Jesus.
Overlay. So when people.
So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second. What he was doing, Dave Rubin, he said he got Mehdi Hasan, he got dismantled.
That was George. You're part of the lucky 5,000 people
I agree.
from the Middle East.
I feel like I'm the luckiest man alive living in America.
Okay, and that was George Bush Sr.
Yes.
I'm not a man I'm a fan of, but he did that.
Sure.
He understood the response,
Yep.
as did Reagan.
Yep.
You know, Donald Trump since October has allowed in 6,069 refugees only. Not 122,000, only 6,069. And do you know that 6,066, 99.9% of them are from white South Africa? Only 3 are Afghan.
Dude.
That's the numbers.
Are you serious?
That's a fact.
You're serious.
Pull it up, Rob. 6,000 refugees, all of them are white South Africans fleeing from an imaginary
The
genocide.
previous guy brought more people than 4 presidents combined.
Hold on, he brought in 125,000
He's trying to say, guys, time out. Let's get jobs for our people.
No, we're talking
a
about
bit.
refugees. Refugees are different. It's not about jobs. Refugees, your
Give me
international
specific,
obligation.
like you're talking
The refugee
H-1B,
program.
green card, which one are you talking about? Okay,
Refugees,
got it.
vetted
Yeah.
by, you know, the vetted program.
Sure.
Where you're vetted abroad. You check you're not a terrorist, all of that stuff.
That's
What
what we
happened
did.
to you?
Yes, 18 months
Biden did
we
it
vetted.
too. He allowed 125,000 people. He upped the cap.
Okay.
Trump dropped the cap with Stephen Miller to 7,500.
Okay.
And since October, he allowed in 6,069, according to the
I
Washington
want to know
Post.
where you're going with this.
He allowed in only 3 Afghans and 6,066 white people from South Africa. There are two things I would say about that. Number one, that's racist. You let in 99.9% of your refugees are white people who are not refugees, and you don't allow people from Iran, Iraq, Syria. And the second point is, Donald Trump wouldn't have allowed you into this country. And yet you sit and support. You heard it from 3 times. Donald Trump would not have allowed little Patrick Bet-David into this country. How do you feel about that?
You're so funny.
A genuine question.
You are so funny.
It's a genuine question.
He wouldn't have let little Patrick Bet.
No Iranians were allowed in this year. So how would you have gotten?
You know what would have happened? We would have waited 1 more year, 2 more years.
For a Democrat to come and let you in.
Bush Sr. let us in. He was a Republican. Don't act like
for a better Republican.
No, but that's
a non-racist
That's
Republican.
not the point. The part
that is the point. He did not allow in Iranian.
My families are fighters. We would have waited 1 more year. My family are fighters. We would have waited 1 more year. For the dream of America, we would have waited millions of years. We would have waited ungodly amount of years.
Issues, Mehdi.
Donald Trump has blocked refugees like yourself. Patrick Bet-David would not have been allowed into America
find a way to get
under
here.
Donald
You
Trump.
don't know me
You would have
well
come in illegally.
I would have
You're
came here
pro-illegal immigration.
You're so
This
funny.
is so interesting
I would have
today.
made it here,
Pat,
buddy,
you heard it
legally.
here. You're going to clip Ilhan
I would
Omar,
have
clip
made it
that.
here legally.
Patrick Bet-David said if he
Post-
wasn't allowed
post
in
it, have some
illegally,
fun with it. You see,
he would come in illegally.
The difference
You heard
between
it.
you and I, this doesn't bother me.
This doesn't bother me. I don't mind if the president doesn't like me racially, because I like him racially. Racially, I like him. What's that? 52% of Muslim Americans said that homosexuality should be accepted. Thought he was getting Dave Rubin, said Mehdi Hasan, Trump wouldn't let Patrick Bet-David in. I have a local doctor. TDS.
He's the only president who would listen to me. These are Benjamin Netanyahu's words. For 40 years, I've dreamt of attacking Iran. He's the only president who would listen to me. Those are Netanyahu's words. I'm
For 40
paraphrasing.
years, Trump
Every
said
president said no.
In 1987, he would go and take over Carrick Island. He said that in 85. You make it seem like this guy's not an independent thinker.
Well, he's not an independent
Trump
thinker.
said that in
He also-
85.
Hold on. He also said, none of us knew they would hit the Strait of Hormuz. None of us knew they would hit the Gulf countries. You idiot. Everyone knew this.
You can't give him credit that he said this 40 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that one thing consistent.
Oh,
But what
yeah,
about the
I
actual
don't know
war?
how this one thing he did. I
Okay,
don't know how
come
he.
on.
I don't know how he came back and
Patrick,
won
you keep asking me to
election
give him
2
credit.
terms.
Let's- The Iran war, you praised him on day 1 of the Iran war. Would you accept today it's been an absolute disaster because Donald Trump is not a war leader? He doesn't understand foreign policy. He doesn't understand war. He just said this week, I'm bored. You know what he said this week? I'm bored of all this.
Mehdi.
Like a child.
Mehdi, let me tell you what it is.
Mehdi.
I
Don't
have
criticize him.
a local doctor I want you to go see. He specializes in TDS. And I think you would work very well with him. Over a 6-month period, they'll be able to get rid of your TDS.
I have a guy who's a psychologist, and he deals with cult members. And I think he'd do well with you guys who can't get out of the Trump cult.
See the
right?
difference?
I asked you, I gave you an opportunity in front of the audience to criticize Trump on Iran. You can't do it.
I will.
It's been a disaster.
Can I tell you?
Please.
The difference between you and I is I will sit there and I'll give credit and I'll criticize.
I'll give him credit. What should I give him credit
I am
for?
more supportive of him than you are.
What should I give him
Because
credit
the longer you're a capitalist, you're gonna want somebody that's pro-capitalism.
The economy is horrific under him.
Because
my
it's
business is
under war
doing
right.
badly because of him.
It's
Because of the war? Who started the war? He did.
I take ownership that he started the war.
So when you say give him credit,
Can I
what should I
finish?
give him
You're
credit
gonna
for?
allow me to finish my thought?
Please.
Did you give him credit with Venezuela?
No, of course not.
So
Illegal
that's
action.
that's also no.
He broke international law, American law, the Constitution.
So that's a no for you as well.
He killed a
So
grandmother.
let me ask you a question.
And he brought this guy into a court case that he might lose.
If they take over Cuba, would that be a victory in your eyes? Or so give it already
of course
criticism
not.
up front.
You think I'm supporting? You want me to come here to Florida and support imperialism? You support imperialism.
So
you support just invading other countries.
So you go back, you go criminal. Well, how the hell do you think America got so big? What do you think they did? It was an expansionist James Polk ideology of let's go out there and buy all these other places.
Was there international law, the UN Charter, the Geneva Conventions at the time?
But you're sitting here complaining about something like this where you're living in a country, it's because of the byproduct of the visionaries previous to us that they made it what it is today. Why do you feel so safe here?
Bizarre argument.
Why do you feel so safe
Because we
here?
once
Why do
got
you and I
Alaska,
feel
we
so
should
safe
go
here?
conquer Cuba.
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
Sounds like it.
If they're expanding, I don't mind an expansionist president. I don't.
You
mind
like
it.
imperialism?
Jesus Christ. Paul Bet Davidson.
These are Benjamin
Jesus
Netanyahu's words.
fucking Christ. We done that and utterly despised DPP watching him Mehdi.
Are they?
Financially?
Are they?
They're
So many
not-
businesses have cleared out.
Isn't UAE succeeding the most out of most of the Gulf states? When
Are they?
Financially?
Are they?
They're
So
not-
many businesses have cleared out. Tourism has fallen.
If you-
It's a huge industry based on tourism.
For the time.
You think people are going to
yes.
go back? I think my thing is.
I think so.
I think that their image has been
so.
permanently destroyed. I don't think you could put it back in the bottle. They had this image, especially to kind of white Westerners, as this business, tourist, even residential utopia. You go there, there's no crime, you chill out, everything's cheaper, etc., etc. I think that's gone now. Once Iran has done this, I think they've destroyed that image. Now, if you're Amazon or you're whatever it is, Chase Bank, you're going to go back into Dubai, Abu Dhabi, knowing that Iran can then do this again at any time they want. As long as Iran is still run by the same government, I don't think these Gulf states get that image back. And I think the Qataris understand that. Even the Saudis understand that. They want a region, I think privately, and I may be wrong, and the few people in the Gulf I speak to say this to me, they recognize that Israel is the real problem in the region. They may not say so publicly. Some of them are signed up to the Abraham Accords like Bahrain, etc., UAE. But I think they understand that Israel is the destabilizing force in the region.
Okay, Israel is Israel. Let's quickly secret girlfriend, bomb evidence exposed, track me, source walker. Let's go back to Brendan. It's so boring though, Brendan, man. Fuck, so boring. Anything new gonna what if Conor beats Max for UFC heavyweight? Dana White calls Mark Zuckerberg a killer. It's all so fucking boring, isn't it? What he's talking about on here. Let me just double check something. Actually, should we see some clips? Because I need to. It's approaching 6. I need to start moving. So maybe we should see something else here. Should we go for? Should we go for? Should we go for maybe a little bit of this girl from fucking No Jumper? Wanna stay? Look at them two girls talk. Let's do that. Let's do the Source Walker thing. Let's do a little bit of Source Walker. Let's find out what Source Walker's baby mom's been saying. But I want a clip, so I'm just going to X and just find the clips. I can't bother to watch the whole thing. Let's see what the main clips are saying, and then we can move on. Oh Jesus Christ! Thank God I fucking blanked the screen. Thank God I blanked the screen because Jesus Christ. Thank God I blanked the screen. Adam's going to interviews who show exposure of business. Okay, cool. Here we go. This might be the main clip. Adam's going to interview Source Walker's baby mother, and she exposes all his personal business and how he was jealous that Drake slept with her. Okay, let's go.
I met him back in 2024 on his birthday that he had in Houston.
Okay, and you were just at the club or something?
Yeah, it was like a private event. Well, it was kind of open to the public. Or
by the way, what is it with Houston? People in the stream chat, if you're American, let me know in the stream chat. What is it with Houston? All American guys say Houston has the best girls. Like, why is it specifically in America that Houston has? Is it because is it like a melting pot? Is it because it's like multicultural or something? The food, the climate. Why do American guys? Well, I guess mostly black guys, but why are they so infatuated with the girls from Houston? Everyone's like, oh, the girls in Houston are on another level. The selection is crazy. Guys are really get excited about Houston. Like, why is it like that? Is it like a main place in America? Is it right bang in the middle? Like, is it like, I don't know, are these like army kids or something? Like, what the fuck do they put in the water in Houston to make all these girls like this?
Something, and then I was invited, so I went, and I brought a lot of my friends with me. I think I was with 8 or 9 girls. You know, we're all bad bitches, BBLs, look pretty, look good. Mm-hmm. So it caused a lot of attention, I'm assuming. And he came up and introduced himself to all of us.
Okay. And how long did it take before he figured out that you were Sauce Walker's baby mama? Because him and Sauce have like been kind of trading words for really like since like the very beginning of Drake's career, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people are just realizing that now.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Fairly quickly.
He figured it out. Yeah. Did that seem like that was of interest to him?
Maybe, I guess. I can't speak for him, but yeah.
Okay, and so what
How many times did you say you and Drake hung out, or like how did that kind of unfold?
A few times, you know.
Okay.
But we had a good run. You know, he's a great man. Appreciate him for everything.
A great man. Fuck you know. Don't know how that made me feel if I'm Source Walker. You're warring with this guy and your baby mom saying Drake's a great man.
And that's all I'm gonna really say about that.
Big up Jersey. Well, remember the spring break STD outbreak. They down to fuck it as soon. Okay, cool, fair enough. To be fair, yeah, if you have a spring break if you have a STD outbreak, it probably says a lot about what goes down in your state. In it, if you have a STD outbreak, big up Unknown, black girls, hella Latinas too. Yeah, every hip hop person I hear always says Houston is the one. Houston is the one.
That.
Okay, and at some point he ends up getting you a car.
Mm-hmm. And prior, let's go back to the birthday party. My baby daddy went to the birthday party.
Sauce was there.
Yes.
Okay.
And he knew I was there. He had his little minions running around my section, keeping an eye on me. And then from what I heard, he was there for about 5 minutes and left because he was uncomfortable that I was there. And I'm sure he knew what was about to go down.
Oh, shit. Wait, what was going to go down?
You know, I'm sure he knew Drake was going to talk to me and I was going to do what I was going to do. And I'm sure he had a gut feeling about it and he didn't want to see it happen in person.
Oh, wow. And yeah, I could imagine. That would be tough. Did he talk about Drake a lot?
Yeah. So, ever since my relationship with him and that was 2 years ago, you know, ever since that happened, almost every conversation I have with him, with my baby daddy, he mentions Drake in one way or another. If I ask him and I'm like, hey,
Jesus Christ,
can you give me some money for Splash so I can, you know, pay for his daycare this month?
Your child is named Splash, for the record.
Splash, yes.
Okay.
No, call Drake.
Good looking girl, but there's not much in there, innit? There's not much in that head, innit? Good looking lady, but there's not much in that head. The child is called Splash. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
He can do it.
So he was really butthurt about that one, huh?
Yeah. 90% of our conflict at this moment is because of Drake. And I'm like, that happened 2 years ago. Get over it. Like, why do you have your nuts in a twist over this man so badly? Like, do you want to go fuck him?
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
If that's what you want to do, then, you know, shoot your shot, homeboy.
His whole persona he puts out there is like he's so player that he couldn't possibly care about what another man has going on. And it's like, yeah, from the outside looking in, it seems like you're pretty tender over Drizzy having had any kind of association with one of your baby mamas.
And mind you, Drake has done more for me than my baby daddy has ever done since the moment I've met him.
Come on, man. Like, why are you doing this? I get the whole Drake thing. I understand Drake is the big dog here. I get it. But at the end of the day, this girl still has a baby with Source Walker. Why would you say this? When Drake is over you and he's done with this whole beef and stuff and he moves on, you're going to have to deal with Source Walker because he's your child's father. Why would you say this? Drake has done more for me than my baby daddy's ever done. It's like, come on, girl. You know what you're doing, man. You know what you're doing. This is not a good look. And then if Source Walker then in frustration or in retaliation doesn't give her any money or refuses to give her any money for the kid, suddenly he's a deadbeat. You know, I don't like that. You know, if he retaliates and says, hold on, how dare you embarrass me and say this about me or speak like that about me in this way, then he looks like a deadbeat. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's like a Tiger Splash whiskey is crazy.
So let's just make that very clear.
Financially, he's just been willing to.
Financially, and he just obviously treated me better. Just normal conversations, never called me out my name. My baby daddy, I can't even get $100 out of you without pulling some fucking teeth.
Wow. Yeah, because like that's one thing. I had Chromaz on here a couple months ago, and I brought up Drake, and she just had absolutely nothing but good things to say about him, and that really stood out to me. That like, for being a bit of a playboy who's obviously been associated with a lot of girls over the years, you really don't hear any of them have anything bad to say about him.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about him.
Right.
He's a great human.
Yeah.
If you have anything bad to say about him, you're just a hater.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like he, one way or another, he has mastered the art of not leaving a girl unhappy, which I think is a very useful thing, because we all know what it's like when a girl's upset at the end of a relationship or at the end of a period of time speaking to somebody or whatever. So I don't know what the his secret sauce is in that regard, but he definitely seems like he always like leaves like a pretty good impression on the girls he deals with.
Yeah, he does, for sure.
For sure. So okay, like when did he find out that you were spending time with Drake? Like how did
I think he knew almost immediately from the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I remember.
Yeah, she must have hugged him a certain way, and every man knows that hug. She must have hugged Drake in a certain way where he knew instantly that Drake is fucking her. Every man knows what that hug looks like, because you probably do it to other girls. Every man knows what that hug looks like. He probably saw the way his baby mom was hugging on Drake, and he knew instantly, this woman is fucking this man.
The next day I woke up to him sending me a text message saying, "I'm sorry and I love you. Let's, make this work for Splash and do what we need to do for Splash." And I just remember laughing at my phone like, "You're fucking pathetic. You're only doing this because you saw me at Drake's party."
Right.
That's it.
Okay, as far as like as men, how would you compare Sauce to Drake? Like, who's more of a man, or who's like the
Jesus Christ, Adam 22. What kind of question is this? Jesus Christ, Adam 22. What next? Is he gonna ask her like who's better in bed or something? Jesus, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is a disgusting question, but I want to hear the answer.
Better dude overall from your perspective?
I'll be 100% hands down Drake.
Why?
Like, if on a scale, Drake would be up here and my baby daddy would be on the floor.
Oh my God, that's rough.
Yeah. And I hate to say it, I wish I chose better.
Yeah.
I wish I was a little smarter and not so naive. And,
we're so young too.
As a young female at that time, but it is what it is, and everyone makes mistakes. I'm only human.
Right. So okay, then there was a clip where I was on the podcast with Whack, I think, and I was speaking about Sauce sending me all these deranged text messages. And I was basically like, I didn't say any details, but I sort of said like, listen, Drake told me a little bit of information about Sauce and his baby mamas, and let me just tell you, there's some crazy shit going on. Like, that's all I said. I left it open-ended. I didn't want to like really divulge any information, and I didn't really think anybody would give a fuck about me saying that. But
that right there sent him into fucking orbit.
Wow.
That's when from that moment forward, I never heard the end of it. The phone call I got after those text messages, whew, lordy lord.
What was it like?
Just, "You're a fucking Drake, you fucking bitch. Da 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 da. They're fucking laughing at me. Adam 22. It just was never ending.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, here we go.
And he just recently had a clip that came out online where he said like, because you leaked like a phone call that was like right after that or whatever. And he basically was like, I wasn't mad at her for fucking with Drake. I was mad about the fact that Drake and Adam were pillow talking about me using information that was gained from you.
I don't know exactly what information that what that y'all are talking about. I never really spoke too much about my baby daddy with Drake.
And to be totally real, Drake didn't really tell me that much crazy shit either.
Because our relationship was not based around him.
So
know?
Your time spent with Drake was not spent talking about Sauce Walker, but your time with Sauce Walker at that point became primarily about talking about Drake. Jesus Christ,
Exactly.
That's diabolical.
It is diabolical. And he thinks my whole relationship with him was all about my baby daddy, and it was nothing about. Maybe we had 1 or 2 conversations about him, you know, but it was nothing like in depth or anything serious, or I didn't give him any tea on my baby daddy or anything like that. It was.
The girls they fight over, man, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, and then all the buying, like, he bought her, what did Drake buy her? He bought like a Maybach truck. It's like, fucking hell. Like, do you really, like, is that what's necessary to have sex with girls like this? You have to do all that. It just seems like too much to me. It just seems too excessive, too much. But then maybe it's just an American thing. The whole like tricking is not that big of a. I just don't get it. I really don't get the whole like spending money, like exorbitant amounts of money to impress, and the whole like drama, the getting that girl to be like. It's just a lot of headache, man. It just seems like a lot of fucking headache.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had to like summarize the gist of what Drake told me about him, it was basically like he don't got money like that. And this whole like cool player persona is cap.
Fucking fake.
He's like a psycho.
He still calls me to this day asking me for money.
Really?
Yes, and I'm like, dude, why?
But you have control of your OnlyFans now, I would assume.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure, and all of my money. And mind you, I have grown and evolved, and I'm so much better now that I'm not in his life. And he sees that, and he's like, calls me, he's like, hey, can I get 30,000? And I'm like, for what, dude? Like, go buy some fucking diapers.
30,000.
Yeah.
What? Like, why would he need to borrow 30,000?
That's what I say.
What the?
I thought you have $22 million.
Yeah, and he's like taking pictures with like looks like many hundreds of thousands or like $1 million in cash and shit, which is kind of weird. Like, why do you have $1 million in cash? I don't know if like the IRS would take interest in that or anything, but. I don't know, but
I hope so.
You would like to see him get audited?
He needs to.
Isn't that your? Anyway, I don't know. Why does she want him to get in trouble by the authorities? Isn't that your baby daddy? Like, don't you want your kid to have a father? Like, why is she? I don't know. Maybe might hit her. That's probably why she hates him so much. Maybe Sauce Walker hit her behind the scenes because she doesn't seem to like him that much, does she? She doesn't seem to like him at all.
Damn, I don't want to like speak that into existence, but they do like a hotline where you like tell the IRS to investigate people and they'll like
oh my god, too much
reward you.
Oh really?
I don't know, it's just an idea.
I wouldn't do that, but I'll let someone else handle that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it for now, people. I got to bounce. I got to shower and bounce and shit. We'll carry this. We'll carry on again tomorrow. We'll carry on again later on today. All right. Big up everybody tuning in. Smash like, hit subscribe. Smash like, hit subscribe. Join in. Smash like, hit subscribe. I'll see you guys again later on today. We'll have a longer session, but I've got to wash, shower, and sleep and shit. Take care, people. Smash like, hit subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.